Everybody. Yo! What's up, everybody? TJ Warren TV coming at you with another call-in show centered around the Premier League predictions. I really don't want to talk about history, and I'll get into that in a second, but we're going to talk about predictions, way too early predictions. What are you predicting for the transfer window? What are you predicting for top 5 next season? Who gets into Europe? Who gets relegated? Who's coming up from the championship? Nothing is off the table. So I am setting a bar here, guys. We got to get to 20 likes before I open the lines. So let's go ahead and get your comments in, get your questions in. What do you want us to talk about first? I don't want to talk about history. I don't want to review the season. I did this on Luca's channel yesterday, and I am so tired of talking about we had it all in our hands FC, Arsenal, 2022-23 season. I am so tired of it. It's exhausting to me, to be 100% honest. So I'm going to try to be positive and maybe talk a little bit about, what we can look forward to next year. Not only for Arsenal, but in the Premier League. Like, it is actually, Dow, it is absolutely exhausting, bro. It's absolutely exhausting. Like, I understand that we have to, put pressure on the owners. We have to put pressure on Arteta. We have to put pressure on the boys to actually perform. But at some point, you have to take your own mental health into account because I'm just absolutely exhausted about it. I'm exhausted in general because I do way too much in my personal life around here. I'm in like 2 shows. I have a full-time job, and then I just decided to start a YouTube channel. So, adding the mental stress of having and the mental exercise of actually having to go back and talk about that successful season. I'm just not doing it anymore. Jaminho, I was going to do a watch along, and then I decided not to because everybody else was streaming at the time. Everybody and their mother was, and honestly, I was just so tired. You guys don't want me on here when I'm really tired and I'm not like in it. Like, if I can't give you guys 100%, I'm not going to come on here. I'm not going to lie to you. I just think that, you guys come in here. We already have 7 inside. And we already have 15 likes. So yeah. No, 13 likes. Yeah. I'm not going to shortchange you guys by coming on here and being tired and not giving you 100%. So that's why I did not do the watch along for FA Cup yesterday. I don't cancel streams, lightly. So I was just tired. Yeah. I saw a lot of controversy around a handball. I honestly need to watch it back. I really didn't watch it. I wasn't that interested in it, to be honest. I was honestly being shameful and trying to get watch hours up, to be 100% honest. But yeah, the one thing that I'm disappointed about is now Arsenal are going to be in the Community Shield game. So we get to watch that, and then we get to watch AFTV treat it like it's a major honor if we win against Man City in a preseason game. So we get to look forward to that, don't we? Great. Fantastic. We got 17 likes, 3 more likes, and I'm going to post the link, and we can get everything going. First, I want to big up everybody. First, I big up Dal, my co-host with the most. We got all sorts of legends in here already. Jaminho, big up. What else we got on? Who else we got on here? Danny, big up. Luke, absolute legend. Thanks for coming by. Arsenal history and more. Jez is here. Jez, I'm going to post the link if you want to come on and talk about, something other than the dismal Arsenal season. You can come on. We can chop it up. Mama Flossie's here. Big up Mama Flossie. Kyle, Patrick, Vineyard. You know what, Kyle? I have a bone to pick with you, my friend. You, at the end of that, when I was about to get off that call-in show, you started bantering Arsenal. Oh boy. Your own house is on fire, my friend. Your own house is on fire. Scott, big up. Thanks for coming. Really, really appreciate it, man. How are you feeling about the Stanley Cup Finals? How are you feeling about Canada not even getting a sniff at the cup anymore? Yeah. How do you feel about that? Let me know. Let me know. And big up Lenny. Big up Lenny. Yeah, man. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. Put your questions in the chat too if you guys want to talk about anything other than anything other than reviewing the season. I would be more than happy to address it. I really want, nice try, TJ. That's hilarious. Nice try. Give me a break. You go back and watch that video, by the way. It was a call-in show on Tottenham away. I was literally about to leave, and then you started bantering Arsenal when it had nothing to do with the conversation. Nothing to do with the conversation. So, who's the asshole? Big up, long-haired Yeti. Big up every single time. This legend, I saw you streaming video games earlier. What game was that? Let me know what game that was. That looked good. Lenny Moon, is it true Saliba is going to Real Madrid? I wouldn't be surprised. The rumor mills. So here's the thing that's going to start getting annoying. The rumor mills are going to start churning. Everybody's going to say anything. I could start up my own website, call it imright.com, .uk, and put transfer rumors out about, Martinelli going to Man City, and people would start believing it. People would start being like, oh my God, this is absolutely true. No, I don't believe it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Until they're holding up the shirt at London Colney or whatever, training center they're going to sign the paper at, I don't believe transfer rumors. I really don't believe transfer rumors. Scott says, I'm just happy the Leafs and Oilers aren't winning it since my Flames are a tire fire. Yeah. Hey, give me back Nazem Kadri. Landeskog's going to be out all season next season. So give us back Kadri. Please. Please, for the love of God, give him back to us. How's your weekend, TJ? It was great, man. I had a show last night. I had a show on Friday night too. I do musicals here in Kansas City. We had a great show. It was unbelievable. Evil Dead the musical, hilarious show. And people were laughing, people were loving it. It was a good time. So I'm doing great. The dog's doing great, and my wife is coming home from St. Louis, so I might actually see her tonight, which would be pretty cool. Arsenal Forever says, my missus says she's kicking me out because of my obsession with only fools and horses. I said, okay, I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. Oh, wow. Arsenal Forever. Wow. It's me, Jordan. Big up, Jordan. Big up. I saw that. I knew it was you. Give that dog a pet for me now. He left. He's tired of me. He's tired of me talking, which is fine. We need 2 more likes, guys. 2 more likes, and I'm posting it. Posting the freaking link here. Big up everybody. Dave Riley. TJ, these United fans talking shit are way behind Man City. Hate to say this, but City will win. Well, yeah, Dave, that's a foregone conclusion. Like, that's one thing. That's one prediction that you can make and just be like, yeah, that's going to happen. I think Man City are going to finish first, and it'll either be Newcastle or Man United that finish second. I honestly think that. I do think Arsenal will get. I do think Arsenal will get top 4, but let's see here. Did we hit 20? Dal? I'm refreshing. I only see 19, Dal. I only see 19. We got 16 inside. Smash the likes up. If you're new, sub to the channel. I am 10 subs off of 300 subs. 300. That is more than I could have imagined me ever getting, let alone, I didn't even think I would get 100, let alone 300. So it's unbelievable. We've hit 20. Here we go. All right. We're posting it in the chat. It's 21 now. All right. Yeah. 22 now. We're at 22 now. Drew Gunner's in the house. Big up Drew Gunner, baby. Yeah. Turn on the notifications for every stream. I don't say that enough, to be 100% honest with you. I don't say that enough. So yeah, big up Carl Rossi every time for saying that. The link is pinned in the chat. So come on in. Let's have a discussion. I'm probably only going to let 6 on at a time, just because I don't want it getting too out of control. And we'll continue to chop it up here. We got one in the back. Here we go. Now,
what's up, guys? Yeah, fix my camera here.
The lights are out of control, guys. It's awesome. Thanks for coming on here. Dal, how are you today?
I'm doing excellent. Sunday morning, got my Starbucks.
You got your Starbucks? There you go.
Got my
There you go.
Starbucks. I avoided anything Manchester United, Manchester City yesterday.
Yeah.
Avoided it all. Watched the highlights, and yeah, it was a shit Manchester derby, but we're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about the other side. We're here just to chop it up with everybody today. What's
Yeah,
up,
I know.
Jimmy? What's up, Carl?
We're keeping it like sort of light. I do want to. I'm okay with a little banter though. You know what I
Sure.
mean? You know, a little shit talk is good. I think for a
Absolutely.
Sunday. You know what I mean? We love it.
Right.
We love it here. So yeah, we got this guy. KPV, are you there? I can't see you. He's putting on a shirt. I can tell. Don't flash your wingy or anything like that. KPV, are you there?
I'm
He's not
here.
there. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, okay. Big up, KPV. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just been playing some FIFA.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, been playing FIFA, man.
Do you play with Spurs on FIFA?
No, I'm on Ultimate Team.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you one of those sweaty guys?
No, I'm not that sweaty, mate. Let's be honest. I'm not that sweaty. I done the Haaland SBC. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Player of the month, and yeah, I'm the last person to do it, and I've done it this morning.
Yeah, I saw that SBC this morning. Don't you need like a 90 rated team?
Yeah, 88 rated team,
88?
the 91. Yeah, and it's got a 91 rated card and a player of the month, the 91. It's an 88 rated squad they were asking for, so I done it.
Man, I just can't. There's so much money that goes into that. I just feel like it's robbery almost now.
Robbery.
Dal, did you ever do FUT?
I attempted it. But yeah, it's just like all the money involved that you got to buy all the coins or something with, and I don't know. I just get so upset when they run out of energy so fast, and I can't get the right player I want because they're too much. And like I think Jaminho said, it's sort of dead to me. But I can't even play online. You whipped my ass last time we played, TJ, and I had a tantrum. So I was broke.
Remember that? I was like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no. I definitely had a tantrum and not my finest moment. But no, but with the FIBA stuff, I just like to just dink around in career mode. The future stuff, man, is rough for me because I get players in there like doing all these tricks in the midfield and shit, and it's just like
okay. I gotta tell you right now. Never play against Connor.
Oh,
never play against him.
No,
this guy torched me. I was Arsenal, and he was like, I think he was Team USA, and he torched me like 4-1, and I know he was just being nice.
Yeah.
I know he was just being nice.
Yeah, I played against Lee Gunner a couple times, and I think he beat me like 4-2 and 3-1 one time.
Yeah,
but just the online is just the connectivity is so bad on my end at least. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, well, your career mode streams are all about are what it's all about. Yeti,
yeah,
dude, that Iron Maiden shirt, incredible.
I know, mate. You know what? Ace is high, man.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's Sunday. We're hanging out. We got a good spread, hopefully, of fans here. So we're gonna give us probably about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna get into way too early predictions for next season. We got 21 inside, everybody. By the way, smash the likes.
Well,
and
we're gonna win the league. So
you're gonna win the league.
Done. Yeah,
you're winning the league.
Yeah,
you guys aren't. Yeah. You guys aren't re-signing Lingard though. You guys let Lingard go.
Mate. Right. Okay. You go in there, are you?
Yeah, I'm going there right now. Let's get into it.
Mate, I'm seeing so many things on Twitter about he's been amazing in the dressing room and he's pushed us forward to get us to keep us in the league and all this, that, and the other. My personal point of view is this. If we need to sign a court jester, Then we got one. You know, I
Court
mean, I
jester.
don't understand this thing about he's done anything amazing because he hasn't done anything. So what the hell that's all about? I
But
don't
Yeti, he's a
even
good
know.
dancer in the dressing room, right? I mean, he's their top dancer. He's dancing and stuff. And
Well, you know, that's what you need, isn't it? You need a top dancer. You know, all you've got is a dog. We've got a top
Well, yeah.
dancer. So, I mean, you know, we're all right.
I think I'd rather
What a
dance with
load
our
of
dog than
bollocks.
dance with Jesse
What a
Lingard.
load of bollocks.
A load of nonsense. Nah, he done dancing. I think it was for West Ham 3 years ago. He done dancing for West Ham 2 years ago, I think.
It was
Yeah.
one
I
of
can
those
dance.
teams.
Why didn't they sign me?
Well, you guys should have kept Jesse Lingard and brought in Dele Ali. Then you'd have the you'd have the hip hop duo in your Forest shirt doing whippets.
Yeah, but
and
sorry,
dancing
guys.
the,
Big up
dancing the drill.
you legends. Big up you legends. Thanks for having me on the show and everything.
Of course.
I really appreciate that. The game I was playing, mate, was V Rising. I never got to play a lot of it because I got Jaminho and Carl Rossi in the chat. So I just tended to just stand there and just like talk to them.
Just talk to them.
Because they're legends, man. They're legends.
Yeah.
And Mama Flossie as well. Mama Flossie came in as well.
Yeah, the fact that Mama Flossie is here all the time, and unfortunately, you know, she's pushing the tune a lot, but you know, nobody's perfect, right?
No,
We love Mama Flossie around here. She's a legend. By the way,
Mama
guys, I
Flossie.
do see people coming in to the back. If you want to come on here, you need to have a camera on. I don't need anybody coming on here and flashing their junk. So unless you have a camera, you're not on here.
No ideas, Yeti. No ideas.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, mate, if I flash my junk, you won't see it anyway. So there's no point.
Still ball of hair.
You need a magnifying glass to get to mine.
Mama Flossie, though, TJ, I saw her. She is a moderator on Terry Fleur's Big Six show. I think.
She's been a moderator over there for a while.
Yeah, okay.
Like for as long as I know.
Where's
So,
the
so
other
I got,
guy? All I can see is his forehead.
yeah, I know. King, what are you doing?
I'm just playing FIFA, mate. So
Oh my god! Oh, if you're gonna play FIFA, get off the stream. Come and talk to us.
I'm only here. I'm just still, doing it.
What?
I'm gonna if somebody comes in and I can only see your forehead, I'm gonna kick you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll be straight up. I'm gonna be straight up. All right, guys.
TJ's not into the forehead.
I'm not into the forehead, and I'm not into the guys that are on their phones. Like, I went on a show once, and this guy was just like, yeah, Jesse Lingard, he's great. I'm like,
Oh,
you're not even paying attention, bro. Like, come on. We're here to chop it up. Yeah, Jaminho.
I just
FIFA.
don't
I don't need to
understand
say
why it said Jesse Lingard is
KPV's
great.
FIFA rage either. I don't need to see your FIFA rage. Yeah.
I'm on
Big up
squad
Mama Flossie
battles
every
if
time.
anyone's doing it.
Oh, my goodness, KPV.
Well,
All right.
One thing I was thinking about your stream. One thing I wanted to mention is, if anybody cares, which I think we all do because we're all football fans, Kareem Benzema signed for Saudi Arabian club today, and he is the most decorated Real Madrid player in history.
Yeah.
I didn't see that he signed. Who did he sign for?
Oh, I can't pronounce it. Saudi Arabian club. I think it's the rivals of Ronaldo's Saudi Arabian club, I believe.
It's for
$100 million for a season. 100
Wow.
million euros.
They're all
Sorry.
going
100
over
million
there,
euros
aren't
a
they?
season he signed for this Saudi Arabian club. He won. You may look it up, TJ. He won multiple trophies, of course, at Real Madrid. Their most decorated player ever. I mean, past Figo, past Ronaldo, etc. I mean, you know, what can you say about Kareem
I'm
Benzema?
looking-
I remember. I don't know. Many of you have been watching Kareem Benzema much
You're
at Lyon,
smoking joints, Drew.
but he was a massive, massive striker at Lyon, and then made his move to Real Madrid, I think, in 2008. And 2009, thank you. I know it was one of those years. And look at him now. It's an incredible story, really. I'm
looking at Reuters. It says Ballon d'Or winner Kareem Benzema will leave Real Madrid as a free agent and in the close season after 14 trophy-laden years.
14.
El Adidad Saudi Arabian side L. I can't say it either.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't say
I
that.
believe it's
But
the
hey,
rival club to Ronaldo's club in Saudi Arabia. Unbelievable amount of money. Unbelievable talent. If anybody's got time, I would go back and look at Karim Benzema's best goals at Real Madrid. I think it's like an hour-long YouTube video. I mean, it's unreal. It's amazing, Yeti. Yeah, it's
He's
absolutely
amazing.
amazing. You talk about a striker that is in the right place at the right time every time.
You could have signed him if you had somebody who could actually fucking negotiate.
He wouldn't want to come here. Why would he want to come here?
I think
we want to come here because all your fans are saying that you're going to win the league next season. So why wouldn't you want to come here?
I think we made a pitch for him in 2013. I think we approached him in like 2013, and that was, of course, a big
But you should be pulling those type of players in. That's the point.
We should be. I agree.
Yeah,
pulling those type of players in.
Right, I agree. We have, like I said, I'm pretty sure we made a jump at him in 2013. I'm sure I read that somewhere.
Yeah, but a jump sounds like you're a flasher in the car park.
Well, that's my second job. Besides YouTube, that's my second job is flashing people when I'm in England. But the fact of the matter is 14 trophies, the most prestigious club. He's leaving for 100 million euros a year in Saudi Arabia. So my thought, TJ, is like the Saudi Arabian clubs are going to start to rival the Chinese league and the MLS.
100%.
If the Saudi Arabian clubs start taking, top European players as they reach retirement age, like Benzema, Ronaldo, etc., what's that going to really leave for, let's say, the
Chinese
league?
If they offer the money,
mate,
they're going to get them. If they offer the money, they're going to get them.
Oh, well, sure. And that's the thing. They'll offer way more money than the American MLS could offer by far. And they're going to offer more money than, probably more than God. I mean, what club in Europe would really sign Benzema up now? I mean, Arsenal would. A lot of clubs probably would, right? But the fact of the matter is, we couldn't afford his wages.
Yeah, but the MLS offer like money and a Twinkie. So if they're not going to accept that, what you got?
And you get a choice of soccer moms.
Yeah, there's a large pool of soccer moms here in the United States of America.
Soccer moms.
It's one of our main exports, to be honest. And the Dodge Caravan. You get the soccer mom actually comes with the Dodge Caravan.
It's a big minivan, if you guys aren't aware.
Are you guys? Can I just ask? Are you guys annoyed at the fact that Chelsea's already securing players?
Yes.
And you're not doing anything.
I'm furious about it because there's.
Well, Edu's working on his yacht, Dow.
Well, again, he's kissing his daughter's toes again. Yes, but that's been an issue, Yeti, for years. I mean, we've always seemed like we're always late to the transfer market. I don't know what
exactly,
you guys think but we're always a week or two late behind getting players we wanted. We missed Conte, we got Xhaka. I mean, it's like Chelsea is heavy into Caicedo too, and I'm sure there's probably another couple clubs looking at him as well that we don't know about that he's not going to go to. But I think we're competing right now for Caicedo with Chelsea, and Declan Rice. We're competing for him against United and Bayern Munich.
See, the thing is, right, is on the last channel I did with Jez, I watched it back again because I always watch my stuff back again. And not my
good. You got to study the tapes. You got to study the tapes.
Yeah, you have to study the tapes. And it's like somebody said in the chat, why am I talking about Arsenal when I'm a Forest fan and I need to support my dead relegated club? Right. If that person's in the chat right now, let me explain something to you. If I get invited on an Arsenal channel and I get asked about Arsenal, I'm going to talk about Arsenal. It's not rocket science. Work it out.
Yeah, exactly. We're here to, like TJ said when he started the show, with Eric and Ian's show, any other YouTube, we're here to talk about all football. All fans are welcome. Just have a camera, have a point, and don't be a dickhead, right? And Yeti, we know that what it proves to me, Yeti, is that you care about our community. So that's why we love you and accept you in our Arsenal community, because you have a good mind to talk about football, and you don't slam or anyone in our chat. You don't make fun of us for losing the trophy. You're a good dude.
Well, he made fun of us. He made fun of us for for bottling it against his team though.
Well,
Which
we yeah. I
deserved.
mean,
We
we're going to
Oh,
be made fun of for
you're always
years.
going to get that, mate. It's my team.
Right.
Yep.
I'll be
Yep.
with you. I'll be with you 100%. But when you play my team, you're scum. You're down
Exactly.
there.
Oh no. Okay, so we got this guy in the back. It's gonna get interesting, everybody. Prepare your
Here comes
tents.
the penises.
It's Minerals FC, everybody. It's Minerals FC.
Well, Minerals.
Minerals, get your camera on so we know that you're there, and then you can go off camera.
He's a dude. I like Minerals.
Minerals, are you there?
Can't hear him.
Minerals. All right, Minerals, I'm going to remove you until you can say something. My guy Minerals, me and him are in the Tottenham away WhatsApp groups, and we are just absolutely mudding him all the time, all day, every day. Right, KPV?
Yeah.
Oh
God,
man, yeah.
Minerals.
Big up, Connor. Connor is finally feeling better. My media guy. I was like
big
scraping
up,
for
man.
I was
Big up,
scraping for
Connor.
thumbnails because I don't do any of my own media. I need Connor to do it.
We'll have to
So I was
talk
struggling.
sometime, Connor.
Yeah, big up Connor, and make sure you're following his new Instagram. It's called proper.arsenal. Make sure if you're on Instagram, you are following that right now. It's going to be exclusive content, with featuring all of his graphic design, and you might just learn something about Arsenal. Who knows? Transfer rumors, the whole nine. So here we go. Yeah. Real ones are real. Yeah, real ones are real ones, regardless of the club, race, or anything else. All are welcome. Just don't be a dick. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is I see a lot of dog whistle racism on this YouTube platform. If I see it or I hear about it or I hear anybody doing it, you're done. You're out of my life. You are completely done. Homophobia,
100%.
transphobia, racism, any of that shit. It
Zero
does
tolerance.
not fly here. Zero tolerance. And the fact that I even have to say that is sad. It's
Right.
2023.
It is sad, isn't it? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's sad you have to say
Unfucking
that.
believable. But yeah.
So I want to go back to a comment real quick, TJ, after Jez is here,
Hit me.
that Connor put in about Edu being on vacation. And this is the same shit we've been through before Edu, is that we take a vacation, other clubs get the players in, and then we're wasting our time towards the back end of the market. This is the same crap we've been through year after year after year. Why isn't Declan Rice over the line? Why isn't Caicedo over the line? Chelsea, Barcelona,
Big up, Jez.
Big up,
United are making moves right now, and we've done nothing but watch Edu take pictures on Instagram being on holiday. He needs to do the work first. And this is one of my biggest complaints about the club in general. I'm going to go on a 10-second rant. I'm sick of this shit. Every freaking transfer window in the summer, we are taught recruit people or whatever the hell they are or whatever they're doing are on holiday when the business needs to start now. And this is something the club has always kind of done, is they take their foot off the gas at the end of the season, and then we hope that we're in conversations with top players to bring them in. Excuse my language, but I'm fucking sick and tired of this transfer policy and the way it operates at Arsenal. Why aren't the players over the line today? Get it done today. Not next week, not in July. I know the window opens in July, but they can still sign the paperwork early. It's happened all over. It's happening all over Europe, South America right now. Players are moving now. And again, we're sitting on our fucking thumbs while Edu's on his jet ski eating barbecue and drinking pineapple drinks with little fucking umbrellas in them. And I'm sorry to be swearing, but it pisses me off. Every single summer, we got to go through this shit of Edu getting off his ass and his jet ski and getting some goddamn paperwork in and getting the players in we need. I'm fucking sick of it. Thank you, Connor.
DVS, right? This reminds me of, even though we was back in the championship at the time, this reminds me of Mark Harper doing a promotion of, like, we're serious about promotion, or you, and then we all bought into it, and we all bought the fucking season tickets and all this, that, and the other, and then the players assigned was nowhere near as good as what we wanted.
Right.
And what's happening with Arsenal right now reminds me totally of that, because he was taking a cut of what he didn't spend. So he did a budget, and then he got a cut of what didn't get spent, and that's why he spent the little amount. And that totally reminds me of what's going on with Arsenal right now. And you guys are a big fucking club, and you should not fucking accept that in any way, shape, or form. And I know you guys don't expect it, accept it. Sorry. I know you guys don't accept that, so I can't give you shit for that. But some of your fans, man, need Jaminho to basically what you need is to every one of these fucking wasters to get a Declan Rice mask and Jaminho, give him a chainsaw,
Don't bring up Declan Rice.
It's not even the fact, you guys know, it's not even a fact about Declan Rice. It's about getting the players in that we've identified early and get them in. It's just it's
not identifying anybody,
and they announce it to everyone. We see it on social media, and Jez will back me up on this as well. We wait and wait and wait, and then we players that we could have gotten, and it just pisses me off.
Who are you identifying?
Dal, didn't we hear that Edu was already doing the work back in March? Like he already had players identified, and he was going to get them over the line. Why haven't they signed? There's a pen shortage at London Colney. I heard
of intelligence shortage.
Edu did an interview saying about preparation. That guy wouldn't know how to spell preparation. Because if he did, he would have done better in the January window.
Exactly. And he also said in that he feels and he knows that fourth isn't a trophy. He said the same thing in the interview that he just did a week ago.
Exactly.
He knows that we dropped the ball, that it's not acceptable, that fourth is not a fucking trophy. And this is the issue. Again, we talked about January. I think we've kind of stalled that issue out. We all know we messed up in January, and now we move on, right? So, but we move on to what? To no players have signed. No one's really committed. We have no evidence that any of these other players have committed anything to Arsenal, but a verbal warning, a verbal commitment that's made the rounds in social media. If Declan Rice has the chance between to go to Bayern Munich and Arsenal, if I'm Declan Rice, the snake, I'm going to Bayern Munich because I know I'll get games and I'll get obviously Champions League football. You'll get that at Arsenal. But Bayern Munich, look at the players you have around them. Class players. World-class players.
You've got a virus in that club that's worse than COVID and Ebola. And you need to get rid of it.
It's true.
Jess says, come on, we signed a dog. We signed the dog. We signed Win.
Right.
We signed Win.
2 days
and all he did was teach us to roll over.
And all you're going to get is dog shit.
It's the same thing as, being an Arsenal fan. You hear these names pop up in April, right? Well, hell, they start basically in September. You start hearing names that are linked to Arsenal in the January window. Then you hear names come January, February, or March that were linked to these names in the summer. Well, sign them. I mean, why is the Declan Rice taking so long? Like Connor said, many people said in the chat, it's going to go all the way to the end of August, and we're going to be 2 weeks into the season, and we're finally going to get a midfielder that we need. I mean, it's stupid, dude. I'm so tired of this.
Are we going to get either Rice or Caicedo, or a type of their ilk?
One of them will come.
Okay.
If I don't see us spending like your $90 million for Declan Rice, $70 million, $60 million for Caicedo, there's $150, $60 million. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Pay the money and re-sign. I say pay the money and re-sign Saliba. And if you don't, I'm going to be raging.
And for me, I would take Caicedo over Rice.
It's
a tough one. I mean, yeah, but I think Caicedo is, hate to use the word, a little more versatile. But if our team is not going to keep buying players, then what we need is versatility. We need players that can play, both wings or whatever. If we're not going to go buy, another player, we need a player that's versatile. We're getting this Sasha Bowie guy from Galatasaray. He's 1 goal, 1 assist for right back. Why isn't Ben White our right back? It makes zero sense already, TJ.
Sasha Bowen Cohen.
It makes zero sense at all of what the fuck we're trying to do on this summer transfer window. It's already cocked up. Because if not, we'd have the signings over the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was thinking about this earlier too. And I think about, sorry to talk so much.
No, it's
Think
okay.
about
Go.
Chelsea. You know, Pochettino is going to find his first 11 probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks, and he's going to have them drilled, and they're going to be in the top 6 for sure. I'm definitely worried about Chelsea with Pochettino as their manager. It was good.
I don't think that's getting talked about enough.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
trying
think
to
that's
sign
getting talked
Ali
about
G.
well, they're trying to sign Caicedo. You know,
Well,
and they're going to let go of a lot of players. They're going to loan them all out like they usually do. You know, it's just we have to make our moves now, and it's the same shit. Summer after summer, we get linked to these names, and half of them don't come in, or two-thirds of them don't come in. We end up buying one big name that's good, not great, and then we settle for League One or League Two players that we're going to develop. It's going to be the same shit, man.
You can see it, can't you? You can
Yeah.
100% see it.
23 years of following this club. Not one summer have they ever met my expectations.
Ah.
Not
I mean,
once.
and
I can't think of
even-
really one summer where they signed a phenomenal player. I think Alexis Sanchez, maybe. You know, I mean, Cesc Fabregas came in when he was 16 during the Invincible era, so I don't count that. I mean, real summer signings where we've identified a player and said, this is who we need, and gone and fucking paid the money and get them.
Even though I'm a Forest fan,
handful of players that's happened in 20
I
years.
feel for you guys. I really do
Yeah.
feel for you guys.
I'm going to interrupt you guys real
Like-
quick. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. Dr. Seymour Butts, Arsenal FC proctologist. The doctor is in, everybody. The doctor is in.
Seymour
Pay heed
Butts.
to the doctor. Pay heed to the doctor. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I there was somebody that came into me and Luca's stream yesterday that said that asked if we were going to sign Yuri Rekt. You guys heard of him?
Who?
Yuri Rekt.
You're right.
I'm sure we're linked to him.
DVS. We're
Are you
linked to
signing
Yuri
him
Rekt.
IP
I
freely?
don't even know who that is.
Yeah, IP
Like, I
freely.
know
Yeah,
Elijah
we're gonna
Wood
sign
from fucking
IP freely.
Galatasaray.
We're gonna sign IP freely. We're gonna sign Mike Cunt. We're gonna sign all these new players.
Phil McCracken.
Phil.
Oh, my man,
My
Rossi.
God.
Thanks, Rossi. I hope I'm speaking facts. I try to speak facts.
Absolutely.
You know,
speaking facts.
Mineral said it. Saliba's going to be like a new signing. ESR is
King,
going to
you
be a
need
new
to go to
signing.
bed.
It's the same bullshit, but new ownership group, new management team that we've been fed for 20 plus years. And this is where my fucking frustration comes in. You know, not only do we bottle the league, but now we're like already bottling the summer transfer window. It's just like one fuck up after another. It's like, just how is this so complicated? Declan Rice says he wants to come. Go get him the paperwork. He's right down the fucking road. It's
DBS, you've got
mind-boggling, dude.
DBS, mate. You've got fans that are going to
This
big up
This chat.
every
This chat is
fucking
elite.
person that
This-
fucking Arsenal even look at.
Yeah.
Whether they're
Touching-
shit
touching
or whether
tips.
they're good.
Touching tips. That's gonna be my next. Pro Clubs character. Touching tips. Thanks, Drew Gunner. I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that.
And the thing is that if we can have Forrest, no disrespect, Yeti,
No disrespect me, man.
go take Danilo from us because we were linked to Danilo. And he said, "No, I think I'll go to Forrest." What the fuck is that about?
Oh,
You know?
mate, you can't disrespect us. with
Keylor
that.
Navas.
I don't disrespect him, man. Keylor Navas.
I was
Perfect
pissed
back
that
up
we
for
didn't get
Ramsdale.
after
What's
Keylor.
better?
The fact that we didn't go for Navas when what's
You
his
ain't got
what-
nothing
what's his face
European, so don't even go
when why am I forgetting his name? Our old goalkeeper playing for freaking Fulham now. Why am I forgetting his name?
Leno.
When Leno fell into bad form, guys, I don't know where my head is at today. When Leno fell into bad form and we didn't kick the tires on Navas at that time,
Yeah.
that was shambolic. That was shambolic. Letting Emi Martinez go, no matter how you want to slice it, was bad too. You can
Right,
look
I
at
would
that
take-
and say, hey, he
I
was
would take Neves over Martinez all day.
yeah, me too.
You know,
But
Martinez
I'm
is
just
just
saying,
kind of a
I'm just
dickhead.
saying the way we conduct business, when
Right.
there are obvious gaps, is absolutely shambolic. And here I was trying to be positive today.
You like a cartoon that I used to watch, to be honest.
Oh boy. A cartoon?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's as a Forest fan
Mm-hmm.
and seeing where we've been for like last 23 years and then like seeing where you are now, to see what's kind of going on, it's just cartoon, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It don't make any sense. I mean, you're there, you're on the verge, and I mean, I don't give a shit what anybody says. You ain't going to be challenging next season.
Really? You don't think we'll be pushing at least for top four?
Nah, not.
Really?
You might be
Sol
pushing for
Campbell.
top four because top four's what it's all about.
Oh, KBV says, okay,
You know
the
what we're
assembled.
going to be pushing for? Title.
The assembled. It says, "Can you name a world-class player Arsenal signed apart from Bergkamp and Özil?" Sol Campbell.
Alexis Sanchez.
Alexis Sanchez is but more than Sol Campbell. I agree with the assembled. Sol Campbell wasn't considered world class when we got him.
2001. He was the best centre back during the time. Yeah.
Maybe.
He was one of them. He was, but I wouldn't consider that world class. Or like besides Bergkamp and Özil, yeah. I mean, and somebody tried to convince me that us signing Aubameyang was a world class signing. Aubameyang was not world class when we signed him.
Thierry Henry was. Thierry
Henry was not world class when we signed him.
World class is give to so many players that don't deserve.
People are calling Bukayo Saka world class. I don't think he's world class. I think he has the potential.
No, he's not world class. He's on his way to be world class.
No, Dietrich's Aubameyang was not world class.
Aubameyang's peaked in about 2014-15.
Yeah.
If you get into the international squad, you're classed as world class, but you're not world class. Not from what I remember back in the day, anyway.
Well, part of the Aubameyang argument too is that Arteta mismanaged him and used him as like a left winger back. If he would have put Aubameyang in a 4-2-3-1 right at the top and played a normal formation like other managers do, then we probably may have had
and the European champion as well. Minerals.
Yeah, wait a minute. Henri won the World Cup.
Yeah, and the Euros. And the
Euros, but then he didn't get a sniff in the French team after that for a while. So
Aubameyang was banging goals left, right, and centre before he went to Arsenal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think he was world class, and then he kind of dropped down because Arteta didn't know how to play him. He was playing him at left wing or some shit, and sometimes he'd be left wide back, and people were all confused.
Well, he just didn't say yes.
Aubameyang touching this out of bounds line, the touch line. Why is Aubameyang?
It's not like that. It's just about he didn't say yes when he was asked to say yes.
People would say that he was a striker that played off the left at Dortmund, right? Fair enough, but he sure as hell wasn't a all-out left winger or left midfielder, and he sure as hell wasn't a left back. Where at times it seemed like he was playing there just to get the ball. Let's go back 3 or 4 seasons ago, guys. How Arteta fucked Aubameyang. I know Aubameyang wasn't the best character; they didn't get along that well. But Aubameyang was an out-and-out striker. And why was he playing left wing, off the left wing, and he would come back to left mid? Because you should see him at the touchline, and we're like, "What the hell is he doing?" Robert Perez was a baller. So Aubameyang was mismanaged. If he would have had a real manager that could manage him, Aubameyang probably would have been a lot better and would have considered carrying on that world-class title because he kind of lost that when he, was an Arsenal.
Aubameyang has to be managed. Is one of those players that has to be managed. And when Arteta figured out he could not manage, when he could not, and then he goes to Barcelona and absolutely smashes it.
Yeah,
who knows what would have happened with Aubameyang if he didn't move to Chelsea and they didn't move and Xavi didn't move him out.
Well, him and Arteta got along, and Arteta finally realized he's not really a left wing or left back / defender. If he said stay up top, push the ball, hold up the ball, and get some goals.
With a different manager. With a different manager, Aubameyang would have won you the title.
You think so?
I don't know about that.
100%. 100%. A manager that actually could manage him would have won you the title. this season.
If we would have got him about 2013, 14, when he was really good at Dortmund, and I think got them in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. If we would have gotten that Aubameyang from that year, those 2 or 3 years there, I think that he has a point. I think we could have really pushed on. We definitely would have finished 8th if we would have had maybe an in-fit, a focused Aubameyang, and a focused manager that knew how to
just about a manager
work with them, and put them in the right place to get the goals. I think there's a missed opportunity there. I can agree with that.
He was
Luke James says we got the best years out of Aubameyang. When he left, he was on the decline anyway. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't think we got the best years, but he was on the decline for sure. I think he was on.
He was on the decline. He was on the decline, but you could still see what we could have squeezed out of him after he left for Barcelona.
When
he scored two. He scored a brace against Real Madrid in his first derby.
Yeah, and because he's properly managed and they know where to play a striker.
When you got him, he was at his major point of scoring and fucking being the best fucking striker.
Yeah. Right.
So why did that go wrong?
He single-handedly won us the FA Cup.
Yeah. Why did that go wrong?
If you think about it, if you really think about it, guys, if you really think about
it, it went wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say yes and no, and I'll get to that in a second. But if you really think about it, guys, if you go back, right, Aubameyang is technically the reason Arteta still has a job. Because he scored those 2 goals in the FA Cup and won it for us in the 2020 in the COVID. So it's one of those things. If you really think about it,
yeah, and that's like I think a lot of the fan base is kind of split. The fan base could be really split on what he really contributed at Arsenal when it's time there. And right, there's no denying that, but there's also no denying that he was mismanaged during league games by Arteta when he was deep left wing and wouldn't get the ball, and they couldn't figure out why he's not getting the ball. Well, he can't. He's not going to run from the center line a diagonal run to the box every single time.
Why would you put a striker as a left wing?
Go ask Arteta. Go back 4 seasons ago and ask him why.
Mate, give me his phone number and I will.
Arteta's watching this right now. He's trying to gauge.
Arteta, you're a prick.
Yeah,
that's from Jez.
Yeah, that was for Jez. That was for Jez. Tony says Arteta's finished at Arsenal this season. He has 10 games. He has 10 games for me.
10?
Yeah. He has 10 games. I'm going with Matt the Southern Gooner on that one. He has 10 games to prove where we're going to be at. Otherwise,
I get rid of him now, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going 6.
Postecoglou is set to become Spurs' new manager.
How do you feel about that, KPV? I'm glad that you chimed in with that. How do you feel about that?
Not good.
It's hilarious.
No name manager.
Yeah, so I mean he's not
Celtic manager.
Celtic manager. I mean that's not a low level club. I mean the league is dross. The only ever really has to play Rangers.
It's not automatically Celtic.
Yeah. Like I think Dal could manage Celtic to at least a second place finish.
Place finish.
Yeah. So KPV, do you think he's going to be backed? This is what I'm always asking Spurs fans. Do you think Levy's actually going to back him?
No, I don't think he will, but hopefully he will. But we'll have to wait and see how if he does. Get the players he wants, and the Premier League might be in for a big surprise when the season starts. The Premier League will be in for a big surprise.
Nah.
With Harry Kane leaving, we're gonna be in for a big surprise.
Not you, mate. Arsenal. Probably, yeah. But who are Tottenham gonna get to replace Kane?
Newcastle already have him, Richarlison.
Yeah,
he's
get backed.
He ain't gonna get backed. Richarlison.
He ain't gonna get backed.
He ain't gonna get backed. Nah, man. Newcastle got rid of Andy Carroll and they had Leon Best, and Liverpool signed Luis Suarez and Andy Carroll for 35 million in 2011 in January, and they lost Fernando Torres for 50 million. Like, you lose probably one of the best strikers during that time in the Premier League, Fernando Torres, at Liverpool in his prime, but Chelsea, Champions League winner, FA Cup, and you don't sell a man who was born in Madrid. But Benzema leaving, he wants the Madrid move apparently, but he wants to break Shearer's record in the Premier League. But where's he gonna go? Like, is he gonna do a Sol Campbell 2.0?
Seymour, doctor, Mr. Proctologist. I'm talking 10 league games. He has 10 league games for me.
Yeah, 10 league games.
Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead, KB. I'm sorry.
2 preseason matches.
Hey, I'm gonna go see one
If
of
you
those.
don't win the
preseason
preseason matches, then he's gone.
Per Mertesacker, not a bad idea. He won the World Cup and he's the academy
I do not
manager.
want Mertesacker anywhere near a manager. We need to stop. Okay, I'm going to go on a rant now. We need to stop being the first job for these managers. If we're actually being serious.
What about Xhaka?
Oh my God. You're just trying to piss me off now. Like, look, yeah, he's winding me up. I know what he's doing over there. Yeah. Look, guys, I'm so tired of all of the clubs that I support hiring from the unemployment line, new kids straight out of college learning on the job. If we're going to be an elite club like everybody preaches we should be, we need to be going out and getting a Don Simeone. We need to be going out and getting an Ancelotti type. I'm not saying Ancelotti. I don't think he's ever coming.
I think Granit Xhaka
Getting the manager of that. I'm tired of this, man. I'm so tired of this crap. I really am. Like freaking people taking the piss saying Mertesacker, freaking Aaron Ramsey, freaking, sign these idiots.
Jack
Wilshere. Right.
Promote Jack Wilshere from the U21s. Give me a fucking break.
But you know what? Arsenal Forever is making a very, very good point.
He is making a good point, and it makes me
angry.
His
point is that the Cronkies will do whatever they have to not work. They don't want to work at it, right? If it takes work and it's not, as accessible as Per Mertesacker or as accessible as Jack Wilshere, then I think what Arsenal Forever is saying is that they're not going to put in the work that needs to be done to get us a top manager. They're going to go.
Eddie Nketiah, no chance.
Hey, Drew Gunners. First of all, I just saw that freaking Bin Laden was your icon. I just saw Bin Laden was your icon. That is a violation, dude. That is a violation. What'd you say, Eddie? Go ahead.
Eddie Nketiah, player manager.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, TJ, but there was there's like rumors, and I think it's a little more than rumors, that Bin Laden has been at the Highbury and at the Emirates Stadium to watch games.
He's been blown up, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, but there's apparently he was a huge Arsenal fan, and I'm not just making that up.
No, he was an Arsenal fan.
Mate.
Reports of him being at the stadiums.
Mate, I've seen all the stuff from in his cave. It was about Forest. It weren't about Arsenal.
That's crazy. That's still so crazy to think about. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Queen Lizzie was an Arsenal fan.
Oh my day.
But isn't King George like West Ham?
Dead,
Who was saying that?
I think the sons.
King Charles. I mean,
I don't know. I can't keep track of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Somebody who lives in the UK actually tell.
Not my king.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people follow the royal family. They're some fans I know really into the royal family. I don't understand that.
There are Americans that are really into that.
I know it's a world phenomenon.
They follow the royal family because they're all German.
People were just losing their minds. So I was in Australia. When Princess Diana died, and it was crazy. They had lines at the Red Cross. I had to signing books and stuff. People were in the streets crying, and all due respect to whatever the monarchy is, I just don't understand it. It's just beyond.
Are you guys that desperate? Going to having the monarchy as being manager now?
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me interrupt that just real quick. We have 25 inside. We have 34 likes. Smash the likes. Get us up to 40. It's a like
Big
check
up the
time. Like
likes,
check.
guys. Big up
Let's
the
go.
subscribes. This
Big it
guy's
up.
Hit the
Big it
like
up.
button.
buzzing it,
Yeah,
man.
smash the like button and
Buzzing it.
subscribe to Long-Haired Yeti, Oregon Gooner, and KPV. Do you have your own channel, or are you just hopping around?
I think I've got my own channel.
He thinks he has his own channel, people. So go over and search
Only
and see if he
subscribe
does.
to me if you're real. If you're fake,
Yeah.
fuck off. I don't
Is
mind.
there anybody in the room, PJ, waiting to get on?
No, there's nobody in the room. Guys, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Come on here. And I saw Dietrich Kane, you absolute fraud. I saw you in the chat. Get on here. Come over here. Come on over. Come on over. Yeah, smash the likes, everybody. Smash the likes. Okay. I wanted to bring up some of the teams that are coming up to the Premier League. I saw so we have Sheffield United, Burnley, and Luton Town. Luton Town coming up to the Premier League. Little Luton Town. Like, you have the away end of that stadium, or of that ground. You have to walk by apartments to get into the ground if you're an away supporter. It is insane. It's absolutely insane. So, like, it's I'm so happy for those fans. Like, obviously they were non-league almost 10 years ago. They were non-league. So, like, what a meteoric rise to get to the Premier League.
I have to give Luton respect, because I always played them in Football Manager and I always made them great. So I have to give them respect.
Yeah, got to give them respect. I mean, those were one of the teams back in the day that I would do like a road to glory for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for their fans. I think they're only going to be up for one season, but good for them.
I don't.
You think they're going to stay?
Yeah, I think they've got an ethic. There's a fighting ethic, the same as us. They've got a fighting ethic, and I do think they will actually stay in the league.
Okay, so I think they need to buy a lot of players to stay up, though. They're still. I mean, they only got in on the playoff, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I think the worst thing is, mate, they'll probably buy better players than what you've got.
Oh man,
Yeah, they're
gonna pick up Jesse Lingard.
Well, if they do that, then sorry, but they're going down.
Yep.
Sign the court jester.
Yep.
They've had it.
Jess says, "Did you know Queen Elizabeth, who was an Arsenal fan after her father held private receptions for the club after they won
I didn't know
a
that.
club or league title?" I did not know that. See, follow the Arsenal history and more for more tidbits like this. Jess, if you do more history, I will watch. Okay, I don't care about any of these other frauds. I will watch it.
I think my man Jez will have some shows lined up this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jez, when are you going to do the trivia show? I want to be on for the trivia show, the end of season trivia show. We need it, Jez. The people want it. I'm going to keep calling out for it. Go ahead.
So, folks in London and so forth around the area, I know Luton's kind of a joke. People joke about the stadium and the town, and of course that dickhead DT's from there. So I'm just kind of curious in chat, what makes Luton so funny to joke about? Like, is it the people, like the club? I don't get it.
Is DT all of a sudden gonna start a Luton channel? Because I mean, he's flexed now. He's gone, isn't he?
Curious about like Luton as a town, or the town, the people, the club. I don't know why it gets made fun of so much. Is it just like a
mate? At the end of the day, all of you. I mean, I'm not fucking keying out anybody. I'm gonna say all of you. All of you made a joke of us when we come up to the Premier League. You all turned around and went 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 6 points. How did that go for you?
So you're saying I should feel the same way about Luton Town?
Yeah, if you fucking disrespect somebody and you fucking don't give them anything or don't give them
anything, we saw what happened there. Or not Brighton, Brentford.
I haven't disrespected anybody. I have all the respect for Nottingham Forest. I've seen the movie, the Brian Clough documentary that made it over here in America. I know you stole Danilo from us, if I could speak, and you have a top striker in Akuyoyo, or whatever his name is.
Akin Yo-Yo.
Aquin Yo-Yo or whatever, Aquinini or whatever his name is, I would trade him for Eddie in a
Why
heartbeat.
were you on ye?
I didn't want him, thank you. Something like that.
I'd take him too.
I'd take him over Eddie like that.
Yeah,
So,
he ain't getting
I'm
him,
not
mate.
disrespecting anybody's club. And I did think Forest, okay, they might be relegation fodder.
I think you did, actually. I think you did.
I probably did at the beginning of the season. I probably thought, well, we'll see what they got. But
most of you
changed your whole team though in January.
Most of you was like, yeah, but at the end of the day, we didn't change the whole team in January. We had to buy a team because most of our team was on loan, and we had to fucking buy a team from that point. Right. And at the end of the day, yeah, whacker, we signed 30 signings and we're staying up. Fuck you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we did what we had to do. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it right now that even Pep couldn't have done what Steve Cooper did this season. Mm-hmm. He had 30 players who he didn't fucking know, yeah, and he made a team out of it. So give that respect.
And he's staying too. Steve Cooper probably could have gone up to a quote-unquote bigger club.
Absolutely, and
he's
also
staying.
Give the respect to the owner as well for keeping him on.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody, all the fans was behind him. So at one point, I wasn't. I was like, fucking hell, this guy's a prick. Yeah, I don't think he knows what he's doing. But at the end of the day, he stuck with him. And I think that is a point that every club needs to look at. Stick with what you've got, apart from Arteta. But stick with what you've got and just see how far it takes you. Because look where it took us.
Yeah, can't deny it, honestly.
You got Premier League money.
I have a question. In terms of name brand, right? In terms of brand power, is this the weakest Premier League ever? I saw a post about this, and I wanted to ask you guys. And I want to ask the chat too. We lost two quote unquote big names from the Premier League when leagues go down. When Leeds went down and when Leicester went down. So, like, is this quote unquote the weakest commercially we've seen in a while? I think yes. Yes. But I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Well, Man City, being a Prem team, is in the Champions League final, so there's a little something to say about that, just as the league in general. But for myself, I mean, I remember Leeds being a good team, being a decent side. And it is kind of a shock that they're down, but they've also been down for a long time. Like the mid-2000s, 2010s, Leeds were never out there. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I've heard in some circles that they would be considered a big club. I don't know their history as much as
they are a big club.
Tom does. Yeah, and to me, a big club means they have a lot of support outside of England, right? And I don't know for sure what Leeds following is in like Malaysia and Singapore and those places, or even the U.S. or Mexico or anything like that. But I do know that they're a staple in English football.
Leeds are a massive club.
Division One, the old Division One. That Leeds have always been a staple in English football, and had top players, great coaching. I think they have a pretty good youth setup as well. But yeah, I think that's a loss. But to me, Leicester City is not really a big loss. I do feel bad for their fan base, the ownership, the owner of that dying, obviously, in a helicopter crash, his son taking over the club, the emotion they had during the club, going through all that transition. I know that's where I kind of have a soft spot for Leicester City. But I don't really think Leicester City is a big club. I would think Leeds is a bigger club in England than Leicester City would, but maybe I'm wrong. Somebody wants to correct
Leicester deserve what they got at the end of the day. I mean, they made so much money from the sales, and they never put it back into the club. They never signed anybody or anything like that. And if you're in the Premier League, you've got to keep signing players. You've got to keep going on with it, and you've got to keep building. And they didn't do that. They sold so many players, and they
92.
Got so much
you
money
mean, Anthony?
And didn't actually put it back into the club. And I'm sorry, but if you don't do that in the Premier League, then you're going to get what you deserve.
Well, they
and
reinvest.
That's not by saying that Leicester are rival to us. because to me they're like our little sister. You know, it's not about that.
Right, and part of Leicester too is that they kept on, in my opinion, they holding on to Jamie Vardy too long, and then thought Iheanacho was the answer. And obviously, if he's not the answer at City, he's not going to be the answer at Leicester City. Because he was at Manchester City as a prospect for them before he joined Leicester. That's very true. Yeah, it is very well said. But yeah, it is kind of a shame to have Leeds gone, and I think Southampton's the other one that got relegated, right?
Yep.
Yeah, another club that I don't know what their history is in the old division. I don't remember them in the 2010 era, even the 2000s era, obviously.
I was gonna say, when did Southampton come up? Didn't they come up in like 16, 17?
No,
Like,
20.
they were up for a minute.
It was at the end of 2011-12 season they came up.
Oh, okay. So
when City won the title, when City won the league under Mancini, yeah.
And of course,
to be fair, Southampton did keep trying to build, but
they let their best players.
Certain players didn't, and then they sold on the best players. So,
yeah, Don Revie, right?
Yeah,
big, huge in the 70s, dirty buggers, but had great teams. Yeah, they rode together and they died together.
Leeds are one of the big ones.
Yeah,
they
Leeds
are definitely one of the big ones.
Yeah, and I think it's so funny how much people hate them, though, especially United. I hear from United supporters all the time.
I think it's more about fans
hate Leeds
than actually the club.
Yeah,
it's more about
the fans
than the club.
Why is that? Yeah, this is where I'm ignorant, so I want to learn about this.
It was always about more the fans and the hooligan element and all that kind of stuff. I think that's why people hate Leeds more than actually the club.
Leeds had a big firm. I bet they had a big firm in the 70s.
Oh,
80s.
massive
They were hard asses. Yeah, they were real badasses from what I read.
I mean, they went against our firms and they fucking really sort of gave it some. Yeah.
From the stories I've heard about the hooligan days, it was Leeds, West Ham were a big firm. Chelsea, the Chelsea Headhunters were a big firm. The Gooner Army, not so much.
Forest FAC.
Gotcha. So Leeds. No, that's too bad. They had Jesse Marsh, the American, as their manager. He just couldn't get a tune out of him, to be honest. I think they had a couple comeback games where they were down goals and came back and won under Jesse Marsh, because there was times he was jumping on the sidelines. But I mean, damn, TJ, what do you really think?
He's in line to. He's in line to take over the U.S. national team, right?
Oh God.
Yeah.
See, that's where I'm excited for me. For the U.S. national team, not that I care all that much, but I would really love like a Jose Mourinho or an Arsene Wenger. Could you imagine Arsene Wenger at the U.S. national team? That would be awesome.
He would get a tune out of him. It would be incredible, but it would never happen. Flo Balogun,
the fact
that he is coming to the U.S. is unbelievable. Go ahead.
Just reading chat, Anthony Irby said Leicester kept Rodgers in charge too long. That's why they went down. I don't agree with that. They didn't back Rodgers. That's why they went down. They didn't back him. If they'd have backed him and actually gave him the signings for the money that they made, then they may have actually stayed up.
He's a pretty offensive manager. He had them. I don't know. I think Brendan Rodgers has lost a touch.
I agree with that, but they never gave him anything.
True.
They were selling players, but they never gave him anything back. So surely that makes a difference.
Yeah, you can't hold on to Jamie Vardy that long.
No, exactly. Well, I agree with that as well.
He's just have the
big up Minerals. Are you there? Are you actually there now, Minerals?
If somebody wants
I'm there, man. I just wanted to give I'm big up Oregon. Yeah, whatever the name is, man. Minerals General. Let's have it right. I'm good, man. You spell facts, man. As much as I'm out too, man. Like, not winning the league's not good enough. Second,
big up Minerals.
Not good enough. As I said, yeah, man. You guys said the spot on, and big up long head yet to yourself. Fair play to Forest, man. You lot worked very hard, man. And
mate, we smashed
as for football,
smashed it.
And you smashed us. So Credit to you.
Yeah. We played a 3-4-3 against. We completely disrespected. Forest, and we paid for it.
Yeah,
completely
you do
disrespected
pay for
right.
it when you do that.
Yeah. So big up minerals. Are you done? Are you done mud and Spurs fans today, or are you just getting started?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, right now. Yeah, I'm in Portobello Market. Yeah, just wanted to
Nothing to do, is there really?
but big up, lads, man. Yeah, just you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Big up, lads, man. Big up, KP.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
So okay, I want to ask the
Big up
See you
question.
for the
to you as
6
well,
p.m.
man.
stream.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, so Dal, if you need to pop out, go ahead and pop out, man. We're just hanging out. Hey, if you're in the chat, and you want to join, the link is pinned, by the way. And Connor, if you're still out there, I know you're feeling better. Get on the stream. Get on the stream.
Thanks, TJ, for having me. Getty, Minerals, KPB, everyone in the chat. God bless. Have a great Sunday
Legend,
evening.
mate. Legend.
And I will catch you guys later.
Legend. Later, Dal.
Cheers.
Take it
Later,
easy,
Dal.
man.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, so I want to ask the panel too. While we're just kind of hanging out here, who is gonna stay up, or who's going down? Let's talk about who's going down next season, because I have a list. I think I know who's going down before like way too early predictions. But I want to hear Yeti. I want to hear your prediction first for the 3 that are going down next season.
Who do I think's going down?
Who do you think's going down? Now, the season just ended. A year from now.
Right, okay.
Think about it.
So, Arsenal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Taking the piss now. I know what you're doing over there.
Don't be on the gender
You got
merchant.
stars on your shirt. We always.
Yeti, man.
You had to jump.
Exactly.
I was always going to
Don't play
say
for a
that,
Champions League,
mate.
though.
I was always going to say that.
Drew says my girlfriend.
But
His
Yeti, man,
girlfriend's
you're
going down.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead, Minerals.
Say it. I didn't hear it.
Yeti, man. You're going to go in my woods for saying Arsenal get relegated. But fair enough.
I'm always going to say that on here. Mate.
Okay, so Rams, big up Rams. Thanks for coming in, man. It says Luton, Everton, and Spurs. If Spurs go down, oh my God, I'm going to be dancing on so many graves. It won't happen, but I would. Oh, it would be bad.
Well, really Minerals bad. Is my guy, so I'll say Spurs.
No, okay. No, so really, Yeti, how many? Who do you think is going down next season?
Probably Sheffield United. Spurs and Arsenal.
No. Oh, Anthony just put it in there. He just put Sheffield United, Luton, and Forest. I think Forest are staying up.
Forest are staying up.
Yeah.
We're on it now, mate.
Yeah. They're staying up.
They've already got Dean Henderson permanently for Man United, who, Dean Henderson's injured. Oh, Lenny Moon
says Arsenal are going back to 8th, which I don't think is out of the realm of possibility either.
If, like, I watched Northside's stream the other day, if Arteta doesn't win the league with Arsenal, then he needs to go. Like, he's got 10 games to see what he can do. Like, 10 games. Then if he should have gone after the FA Cup. Like, Aubameyang made the wrong choice, signing the contract, and regret it. But who do I think is going to go down? It's not Forest, because they're staying up. So I'm going Luton, Sheffield United, and Everton.
That's I was gonna say, yeah, that's exactly.
I'm gonna change mine. I'm going Arsenal, Man City, and
this guy, put the spliff down, put the blunt down. He's going crazy now. He's going absolutely crazy now. Big up, Boris. Boris is here. My guy.
Big
Yo,
up, man.
Oris, man, what are you saying, rude boy? United, yeah? You got down by City, yeah? My G?
Listen, he hasn't even been 10 seconds, man. Allow me. But yeah, big up, man. Big up.
No, big up Oris every single time, man. He's an absolute G, man. How are you feeling after the day out at Wembley? Did you go or did you watch on TV or how
Yeah,
are
I
you
watched
feeling
my
in
TV.
general? Yeah.
I'm a bit relaxed, still angry, but it is what it is. I mean, we were shocking, man. For those that watched the game, we were shocking. But yeah, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. So we're doing way too early predictions, Orest. We're talking about who's going down next season. I think it's going to be Everton, Sheffield, and Luton. I agree with Arsenal forever. These three teams are going down, and Spurs are going to be in a relegation battle because they're going to lose Harry Kane. But I'm not going to get into that, KP. Orest, what do you think? Way too early.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I agree with that comment. Everton, I do see them going down. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they're looking to sign Weghorst. So yeah, they really want to go down. So if they want to sign Weghorst, then yeah. Luton, I don't see them doing anything in the Premier League. If I'm being honest, their story is incredible, but in the Premier League, I don't think they can handle it because obviously they've got to spend. I think it's 10 million for the pitch.
Sure, we said that about Forest.
Yeah, that's true. But for Luton, obviously, they have to spend 10 million on the pitch, then they have to buy players, so it might affect them. But we'll see for Luton, and then obviously Sheffield United, I could see them going down as well.
Yeah,
You're
Tony
same
wants.
as well,
Tony
man. Same as
Bora.
Oris.
Tony, Tony's cutting you off, Yeti. You're cut off, bro. He's done. Oh, we lost him. Yeah, but
Big up, Tony.
look, I don't
Bora,
want to disrespect the teams coming up though. That's the thing though, is we did that
But you
against.
always do.
We did that against freaking Brentford, and we paid for it away. That was
So
that
stop
was how we
doing
started off
it.
21. I'm not doing it.
Stop doing it. Stop fucking cutting down teams that come up because they'll teach you a lesson.
Oh boy.
Well,
they're gonna have something to prove, but I still don't think Luton are gonna stay up. I really don't. I think Bournemouth are in danger too. I agree with Jaminho. Bournemouth are a shout. I don't think Fulham are gonna go down though. I really don't think Fulham are gonna go down. They got the infrastructure in place to stay up. And they got 3 Americans.
Luton are going down, yeah, and them things there because of the infrastructure and all that, and they've got like bare like League One players, and they're not that rich. And Everton too, and Sheffield.
Arsenal, Man United, and Man City are going down.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeti, you're testing me now. You're testing me. Who's gonna be in the top 5? Who's gonna be in the top 5? Because there's 5 Champions League places up for grabs next season.
I'll
So
start.
I'm gonna start. We'll go Nottingham Forest. Just kidding. No, go ahead, KPV.
I think it'll be City, Newcastle, Arsenal, Man U, and who's else? Brighton.
Yeah, I do,
Right.
Drew.
In that order.
Let me say again so people didn't hear properly. City, Arsenal, Newcastle.
Big
Who
up
did I
Purple
say?
Tampa.
Man U and Brighton.
Well,
Okay.
they're all going down.
No,
they're staying up. They're
top
going
5.
top 5. We're going top 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
who'd
we're
have
in top
top 5? So I'm gonna say again so Yeti can hear it properly again. Man,
Yeah, mate, I missed that. Sorry.
let me say
I
one more
believe
time
in the
then. One more time. Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man United, and Brighton.
Okay, that's a good show.
Yeah.
How about you, Yeti? Tell us how Nottingham Forest are getting into the Champions League next season.
Forest,
Yeah,
Luton, Sheffield United,
Taking the piss.
Sheffield United, fucking Brighton, and Brentford are going to be top 5
Okay.
next season.
So who
Minerals.
thinks?
Minerals, are you alive? Minerals
Minerals.
is gone. Minerals is gone. Minerals fell asleep again. Minerals, I'll bring you back in again when you come back, but I'm gonna take you out right now. Orest.
Yeah, pains me to say this, but City will probably. If they win it, they'll be the first team to win it 4 in a row. So fuck, shit. Yeah, not great, but yeah, Man City first. Second, probably Arsenal. Third, I'm gonna say United. Fourth, Newcastle, and fifth Liverpool.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Never even mentioned this.
Well, it's because I didn't say Forest. Nah, relax.
Mate, Orist, you're
Maybe
done.
top six.
No, Orist, you're done. On TikTok, I'm cancelling you.
Do you want
Oh,
Weggles, by the
God.
way? We can give you Weggles if you want.
I'm going to dye my hair blue and go on TikTok and cancel you, man.
I'm going City first place, United second place, Man United, not Newcastle. Newcastle third, Arsenal fourth. Fifth. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be anywhere near the title. We got Champions
You win the
League.
Community Shield, though. That's fine.
You'll be 18.
I don't care. You know, Oris, you said that because you know how much that pisses me off. Like, I don't want to be in that game. I don't want to be in that game because then we have to listen to all the top gooners talk about how that's a legitimate trophy if we win it. If we go into the Community Shield, I will never not support my club, but I could not care less if we win or lose that game.
Yeah, Arsenal and Man City last played each other in that Community Shield 2014 when Arsenal and City won their respective trophies. So Arsenal know how to beat City in the Community Shield. So, but Arteta won it with Arsenal as a player. So can he do
won it
it?
with Arsenal? He won it with
And manager
Arsenal
as well.
as a manager too.
You mean, yo,
Yeah.
19th, you're cancelled, mate.
Yeah, Arteta won it after he won the FA Cup, so he's won it a couple of times with City and Arsenal. So is he going to do it again as a manager of Arsenal, get revenge on City? Because he can only beat them in the FA Cup, Community Shield. So Arteta has Pep's number in them comps, but not the league. So
Right.
Arsenal will win the Community Shield, I think. They won it. I think Man U won it more times, but Arsenal will.
Community Shield. That's
Yeah,
what it's all about, isn't
Gooner
it?
Gathering says Community Shield catalyst for a good season. Oh, okay.
You get a star for the Community Shield or like a dog poo bowl.
The dog. I heard they'll let the dog eat off the plate.
That's why you need the Community Shield, you see, to feed the dog.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the dog win. Win will help you. The dog win will help you.
Yeah. Play him in midfield over Vieira, and I'm all for it. Who do I have for fifth though? I'm gonna say it. You guys aren't gonna like it. Aston Villa.
Forest.
Aston Villa.
Your ex, the ex.
Forest will finish 10th.
TJ, right? I used to
Forest will
like
go
you.
relegated.
Go away. Get out my fucking face.
Oh my god. Oh, come on. Yeti, you'll get there, but you're not there yet. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You guys will stay up.
TJ, right? Remember that song, Don't Stop Believing? Yeah, keep listening to it.
All right.
Because we're on the trail now, buddy. We're on the fucking trail.
You're on the trail to staying mid-table.
Beware, mate. Yeah, but you've got Arteta, so we're gonna fuck you up. No issue.
No.
We'll see. I don't know. Only time will tell. That's why they play the games, right? I cannot wait for next season. So I said this at the beginning of the stream, and I'll say it again. I cannot wait for the next season to start. No, because I'm tired of reviewing last season. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's so bad.
Come on, TJ, you're back in the Champions League. Arteta, win, dog. Come on, man. It's happy seats for Arsenal, you know. Like,
Yeah,
should be
you're gonna
happy.
win the
Yeah,
Community
and
Shield.
you know what?
Come
I would
on.
rather have win the dog than David De Gea. So
TJ, mate, you've got to look at.
If I was,
You've
if
got
I
to
was
look
to
to
think
the
about David Day
point.
now, listen, your channel, listen, it'll be cancelled. But yeah.
TJ, you've got to look to the point that you're going to win the Community Shield, so you're going to win something next season. So
the trail of
Yeah.
relegation.
look on that.
Yeti,
Yeah.
you are getting you're getting owned in the chat right now.
You know what? I can see my Arsenal. Imagine they finish sixth,
I don't even care.
but they win the Community Shield, but then the top goodness back up Arteta with the Community Shield. That'll be. I can imagine.
It's gonna happen, Orist. It's gonna happen. That's exactly
know.
what's gonna happen. And that's why I didn't want to be in this to begin with. I think United should have gone by virtue of winning the League Cup. I think you guys should have gone in there.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at.
I think
me
that the way
getting
that they
owned
do
in
that
the
is
chat.
ridiculous. What?
I'm looking at everybody just talking about other things. They're not only me in the chat.
I know. I'm joking with you. There was only Anthony was saying that you guys were on the trailer relegation.
They're on
Yeah.
my point, to be honest.
Rams says apparently United want to give De Gea a new contract. Are you gonna or if De Gea stays at United, how angry are you gonna be on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.5. The hell. Like, all sides away, he's done. If you look at his career, he's done fantastic. But it's time to move on for me. Like, from what I've seen today, I don't think he's going to sign it. But if he signs it, I'll make him. I'll make a reaction. I'll make a reaction, and I won't be happy. But listen, he's cost us so many times to hear. But I don't know what. Listen, I don't know what his hands are made of. By the way, they're made of butterfingers. I'm not sure, but the hair, man. Please, Arsenal, if you want him, or Forest.
Nah. You can have him.
Get him. Man.
You can have. You can keep him. I can't believe Win the Therapy Dog is watching the show. Thank you, Win.
For me, the hair,
Thank
man.
you, Win.
I'll terminate his contract for the hair, man. Terminate his contract. Move him on, and yeah, that's what I'll do. But with United,
Who do you want? Who do you want to replace him? It's not going to be Butland.
No. I want Costa from Porto. I think he's a very good keeper, but I'm not just saying that because of Twitter people. But I've watched Costa some matches, and he's a decent. But I don't know who else is out there in the market, man. Let's be honest. For goalkeeper wise, David Raya, I'm not convinced.
That was literally what I was going to say. David Raya.
Yeah, I'm not pleased with the Raya that much. He's better than the hair, don't get me wrong, but I'm not pleased enough by him. But yeah.
No, that makes sense. No, I just think De Gea, his time has come and gone, right? I mean, how old is he? Is he?
He's
33. Yeah,
33.
I was gonna say 33, 34.
Yeah,
He's been there for 11 years, De Gea. Man U, 13 years.
Yeah, it was there from 2012. Yeah, you're right.
11. It was 2011. Yeah.
But season. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's been at the club too long, and same for the likes of Luke Shaw, man. Like, I keep saying it. Like, United, they reward people for failure, man. Let's be honest, because they reward people during mid-season. Obviously, other than Arsenal, I don't see no clubs doing that because I don't know Arsenal. You guys, let's be honest, you guys are a PR club, man, massive PR. So, yeah, let's be honest. Both Arsenal, United, we're both PR clubs. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're both up on the PR scale. I'm so tired of hearing about Win the Therapy Dog. I'm tired of seeing Edu on a boat when he should be negotiating transfers. I'm tired of hearing
barbecue settings.
Yeah. And who's gonna get grilled? Us. Arsenal YouTubers too, by the way. Just saying. Oh my God. Yeah, and then AFTV are gonna spin it into hey, he's on the boat because he's already got the transfer window done. We're just
going for forward. Is that what you're doing, Anthony?
Guys, what you've got to understand is we've already got a plan B. because our plan B actually kept us up this season. If
It was your
if Cooper
striker.
works on a plan A and actually starts going toe to toe with you guys, he's already got that plan B. So if we get up on you guys and then actually fucking start defending and actually making it that we don't fucking lose that game, you've got to take that into account. Because if he does that, it's going to be a different story.
Yeah, we don't have plan Bs at Arsenal. We only
No,
have
you
plan
don't
B.
have plan. That's what I'm saying. You don't have plan Bs. We've got a plan B. It kept us up. So if he works on that and gets a plan A, get ready for us, boys, because we're coming.
But Yeti, he's the prettiest manager in the Premier League. You don't
Oh,
forget that.
he's gorgeous. He's
Yeah,
absolutely
he's
gorgeous.
very
Yeah, I've got pictures of him all over my fucking bedroom. You know, he's absolutely gorgeous.
Don't worry, he puts gel on every morning. It's fine.
He's the precious. He's the
Oh.
precious.
That was really, really scarily accurate. Wow.
Well,
Did you voice him in Lord of the Rings?
I did, mate. I did.
All right, so Oris, who do you want to see signed over the summer for United other than Mason Mount? Obviously, you have to be really excited about Mason Mount.
Honestly, I'm just gonna try to keep calm, but I'm not happy with Mason Mount. Honestly, listen, Mason Mount can do one because he's not gonna do nothing to United. I've always said them on streams, I want 3 midfielders, but we won't get 3 midfielders. They'll probably get Mason Mount and just
He
chill.
could make you Mount a challenge.
Mate, listen, Mason Mount, if Ten Hag wants him, that's fine. But I just think United, they're just making panic signings just to, appease us. But Mason Mount, he's not a panic signing because who does Mason Mount appease other than some stupid United fans? Because I don't know what Mason Mount brings to United. Listen, you might laugh, but I'm jealous that, with this Rice thing, I don't know if he's ever going to buy me in Arsenal, but that's who I'll target. Maybe Caicedo, but Mount is going to be obvious. I think he's coming. I think there was an interview Sky Sports did one today. Someone said to Mason Mount about United and he was laughing. So Mason Mount looks like he's coming. Striker. Listen. Just bring me someone who scores goals. Bring me someone who scores goals. Harry Kane has been a bit quiet for you now with Harry Kane recently. That's one thing, but
they won't sell. They won't. Spurs are not going to sell to an English side.
Yeah, I don't think United would negotiate with
United should be in for the players that everybody else wants.
Another
what I'm going to say is, I think there's a striker from Atalanta called Rasmus Højlund. I think we're going to get him. I think it's Danish striker from Atalanta. So, yeah, he looks like one to come in. And the centre back, I think we're getting Kim Min-jae from Napoli, and then I think that's it really. But I want more. But that's what I'm saying is that's what United are linked with. But yeah, that's it really. But goalkeeper, we could be in the market for goalkeeper. But yeah, let's see what happens.
I think you guys are gonna stick with De Gea.
And there's gonna be another fail next season.
Yeah. So I'm just glad, honestly, that when I heard the rumors of Mount coming to Arsenal, I started like punching my chair. Because if we had to get another Chelsea reject in at London Colney signing another freaking contract, I would have lost it. So the fact that Mount is going, So the fact that Mount is going to United, it honestly is the best news I've gotten as an Arsenal fan in weeks. So
that's Man United now signing Chelsea rejects. Man U have had players that played for Man U, Chelsea, Lukaku, Mata, Matic, Varane, and Bosnich, and now Mount. 6 players who played for both clubs. Like, those are the 6 players.
Yeah. Arsenal forever says if Arsenal want to make a statement, go and get Osimhen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Osimhen is going to leave. I don't think Osimhen is going to leave Italy.
Tammy Abraham is an Arsenal fan apparently, so get him.
We've always been tied to Tammy Abraham, but I don't think he's good enough either. I honestly don't. I don't think he's good enough. I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching right now. 22 inside. Make sure you're smashing like. Make sure you're subbing. Sub to Oris Talks Football too, by the way.
Make sure you fucking liking.
Yeah,
make sure you're subbing to Long Haired Yeti.
We had it all in our hands. Like it, man. Like it.
Yeah, all in our hands. Yeah. Like the button. Like we had it all in our hands.
Bigger fish to fry. To me, if you're not real. I don't like not real people. If you're real, then sub to me. If you're not, then fuck off.
Force is back. They'll get better and better. United is building, as painful as to say.
Listen, I'll take Morgan Gibbs White, over Mason Mount. That's for sure.
You ain't getting
I take Morgan Gibbs White. Is great.
Don't even go
He's
there.
Great. He's great.
You ain't getting no Morgan Gibbs White. You stick with fucking all that shit that you're trying to fucking sign. You ain't got no one.
We'll go ahead and take Morgan Gibbs White. I'll take Keylor Navas over Ramsdale. Maybe Navas will go to United. Let's just pillage Forrest on this show right now. Let's go ahead and say who we would take from
pillagers. You ain't getting no Morgan Gibbs White. There's no doubt.
Morgan Gibbs White's great. He's a hell of a player.
We'll give you something. We'll give you Fred, and then you give us go.
If we go down, then we'll let you pillage. We'll let you peasants have him.
Oh, peasants. He's said peasants.
Peasants.
Oh my days. Okay, so let's talk about this this Champions League final that's coming up. Orist, I know you want Inter to win. Tell me you want Inter to win. Please tell me you want Inter. Okay, good. Yeah, because look, do you want Inter to win? I don't think they will.
I want City to win.
Why do you want City to win?
So they can equal Man United, yeah? Treble, equal, yeah?
I want them to equal the treble.
Then, like Roy Keane said, City will win it, unfortunately, but he won't be angry. But Gary Neville doesn't want City winning it because Man U are the only team that have won the treble. So, like, if City do equal it, then congrats. Like, does that put City's treble winning team better than Man U's?
Big up.
Does that put this Man City treble winning team better than Man United's?
I don't think it's better.
Like, I watched have you watched Saturday Social, like on Sky Sports? Like the guests go on the show, they done top 5 teams of all time. Man United was not at number 1. They put them as number 5. Saturday Social, and the Invincibles was probably at number 1. But if Liam Gallagher said Oasis will only get back together if City win the Champions League, and so if City do win, then Oasis are getting back together then. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'd want City to win because English clubs, like England clubs, but they haven't won it. Pep hasn't won it with City. So Haaland, brilliant debut season, breaking records. City will win the treble, unfortunately. Sorry, Orist, but yeah, City's gonna win it. Gundogan is gonna do something his past people couldn't do, and that's win the Champions League. So Gundogan lost it with Dortmund's loss, so 3 Champions League finals for Gundogan, and he's lost 2, but can he make it? So can he win it for the first time, or will that Champions League final streak continue, losing all 3? We'll find out Saturday.
I hope City win it.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-1 City.
Yeah, they've got Edin Dzeko Inter, so Edin Dzeko
16-0, sir.
16-0. What? So I don't think we've ever seen a big score like that in history of football. 16 goals. Like I'll bite your head off for that, but that's not going to
Listen,
happen.
Oris, what do you think? What do you think?
I'll say 2-1 Inter. 2-1 Inter.
Nah,
Come on,
man.
Inter. Come on, Lukaku, man. Make me proud. Come on, make me proud.
Martinez,
Lukaku,
you're forgetting
oh,
Martinez. You're forgetting Martinez as well.
Martinez, yes. Martinez.
Yeah.
Very good player.
I'm
And Barella.
going.
Barella
Yeah,
midfield as well.
Barella. Yeah, I'm going 3-1 City. Haaland hat trick.
Oh my god.
That'll be 7 hat tricks. That'll be 7 hat
They're in
tricks.
trouble, mate. They're in trouble.
I think even if City win,
100%.
if you go player by player, if you compare the treble, I don't think if you go player by player, I still think United's treble is like, the team is better overall than City for me.
Teddy Sheringham scored in the Champions League final, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did. So
Trouble's
4
a trouble.
striker.
Don't matter how it goes.
Yeah, Jaminho, Cora,
Yeah.
and Cora.
It's gonna be a good game though. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna be
C
a
to
hell of a
win.
game. It's gonna be a hell of a
Haaland.
game. But
Haaland's going.
Trouble's a trouble, and they deserve it either way. To be fair.
yeah. So, but I got to big up Oris though, because he's an actual true United fan. He doesn't like seeing his rivals succeed. Like he was backing Arsenal to win the league, which I appreciate, because that means his rivals get less trophies in the cabinet. So I understand why he's not going for Inter, or why he is going for Inter. I understand that. No, I always big up for us every time, because there were other Man United fans that were laughing at us when we bottled it. So, and by
You didn't
by
bring us up
proxy of that.
before we fucking played you.
Who are you going back to Forest again,
Before
Yeti?
we fucking played you.
Here we go.
Our
Here we go.
grand, you
Oh
didn't
my God,
fucking
why?
big us up.
What did I didn't big
It's
you
all
up.
like, oh, this
You're
is
absolutely
3
right. I
points.
didn't respect
This
you
is
at
an
all.
easy 3 points
All right,
for us.
I'm gonna go
This
back.
is an
I'm going
easy
back.
3 points
I'm
for
going back
us.
to my
Yeah,
score
how did
predictions
that
for
go,
that.
mate? How did
I'm
that
going back
go?
to that. I'm going back to my score predictions for that. I'll eat it. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll go back to the
No,
score
right,
predictions
score
from the
predictions.
American
About
Idiot
what you
show
said.
you were on.
No,
One
we'll beat Forest. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll beat Forest. Forest is shit. Yeah, we'll beat them. Yeah, how did that go for you?
I
I can't say that
predicted
to Man
2-1
United
Arsenal.
fans,
I predicted
because
2-1
they'll
Arsenal
say
for that.
fucking lose.
See, I gave you a little bit of respect.
Yeah,
I gave
well,
a
there
little
you
bit of
go. There you go. You know.
Yeah, away.
Holland hat trick is a shout. He hasn't scored in a few games. Well, we'll see.
He
Yeah,
scored
Jamino,
6
I'll
hat
do that.
tricks.
Say it.
Yeah, I'll do that. So Jamino, next week I'll give the overall for who did it. I just have to figure out a formula on how I'm gonna calculate that. Whether it's on win percentage, and you would have had to put in predictions for like at least 3 weeks. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. But yeah,
I
didn't do
remember
that
you
this time.
saying that if Forest beat us, you're going to go topless on stream.
I did not say that. You're
So
making
when you
shit
going
up.
to do that?
You're making shit up. I don't make dumb bets. I make money. I make money bets. Like I'm not like Dan THFC, who had to go on a stream wearing a Chelsea shirt. Like I don't.
He
do
was
that.
absolutely.
No, you don't.
I don't know what he
No,
was
you
doing.
don't.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
joking.
Well, you should. Oh man, I'm not calling out Dan THFC, but that kid has a lot of learning to do. Do not make bets that you are not willing to fulfill. I will never ever wear a
Yeah,
Spurs shirt,
exactly.
ever. So I will never bet any of that shit. I don't wear any other shirts other than Sporting Kansas City, any Kansas City based football team, not including Kansas City Chiefs and Arsenal. That's it. I will never wear
100%.
another
Don't
shirt.
order humble pie unless you're ready to eat it.
Yeah, there's zero chance. Yeah. Dan has lost it, but that's what happens when you support Spurs. Yeah, exactly. They're used to losing.
Oh, history.
So, yeah, the history of the Tottenham. How do you feel about the history of the Tottenham? KPV doesn't like the history of the Tottenham, and I don't blame him, to be honest.
Tottenham beat us twice. So
Yeah. At least Forest took a point off City at home, though. Forest at home, they took a point off City, though. So, yeah. At least they did. And they beat Liverpool.
That still fucking amazes me to this day how we did that.
And
They
you beat
was
Liverpool.
peppering us like fuck. How we got a point against that is just amazing.
And you beat Liverpool before the World Cup.
And we
Dean
beat Liverpool. Yeah.
Dean Henderson was man of the match. He made some
Mm,
stunning saves. Dean
mm.
Henderson, yeah, man of the match and brilliant. So yeah, he's going to join Forest permanently, and but Sheffield United, he stayed up with Sheffield United, he did, and went back to Man U. Ramsdale was the one that got relegated 3 times in his career, and yeah, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and other teams.
Shown it as well.
Yeah, what teams were around him when he got relegated? When he comes to
Bournemouth,
Arsenal, he's great. Bournemouth, garbage. Next,
Sheffield United, Sheffield
Garbage.
United.
Not great distribution.
Who's the other team? Anyone in the chat? Go on Google, check who's the other team he played with.
Ramsdale is one of the top 3
Forest
goalies in the
Green
country.
Rovers.
Why are we shitting on Ramsdale all of a sudden?
I
I don't.
But I'm
He's
here
one of our
for
best
it.
players all season.
Before the
He's one of the top
Euros,
goalkeepers. He's one of the top goalkeepers in the league.
that
He's
Arsenal
just not on
signed him.
distribution. He's not. He's fucking shit.
Yeah, he's garbage. He is garbage at distribution. Well, he was doing so well at the beginning of the season in distribution, and then he fell off. I don't know why that happened. I'm going to go back to a question that Anthony, even though I said that I wasn't going to think about this season, we'll answer this question, especially since we have supporters from 4 different clubs on. By the way, if you guys want to join the stream, it is the StreamYard link is at the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Come on and talk with us. We got 21 inside. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're smashing the subs. Hit that notification bell. We are rolling all summer long on TJ Warren TV. Okay. Anthony Herbert asks, question, TJ, what was your best Arsenal game this season? So which one? I'm assuming you mean which one did I enjoy watching the most? And what was the rest of the panel? What was your favorite game from your teams? I will let KPV answer this question first, though.
Well, favorite game of the season. I think people know which one I'm going for. Odegaard scoring that stunning goal against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I was in a pub watching it, and Odegaard scored a second goal. So, yeah, Odegaard scoring that goal against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Arsenal first win there. So yeah, that would be the best game. Arsenal winning away at Spurs. Obviously, yeah, that's
What about for
favorite
Spurs?
game.
What was your favorite game? What was your favorite game for Spurs? You're a Spurs supporter, right?
No, I'm not. Not anymore,
You're not?
mate. Nah, mate.
Oh,
Not anymore.
that scarf in the background. You're not.
Nah, mate. Nah, they're not in Europe, so why do I want to support a team? Sol Campbell, mate.
You're a
2.0.
flip-flop, man.
I want a
Yeah,
ring
you're-
star.
Oh,
Well, I'll just say it anyway. Last time, it has to be beating Chelsea at home for the first time since 2017. Oliver Skip, first goal for Tottenham, and Harry Kane, the London Derby king. He always scores in London derbies, so he's now scored more than Thierry Henry. So he's broken the record. So that'll probably be the best one. But yeah, I think the best one is Arsenal winning away at Spurs. So that's what I'm going to say.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Rams,
You're a
where did we get Matt
flip-flop.
Turner from? You guys got it from New England. We got Turner from New England Revolution in MLS. That's where we got him. I'm glad I could answer that question. Yeti,
My
your
man.
favorite game for Spurs? Your
New
favorite,
Forest. Forest.
My
not
favorite
Spurs.
game for Spurs.
Yeah. No, your
Forest.
favorite game for Forest.
100% Forest against Man City. And we tried to help you guys out. And then we managed to. I mean, how the fuck we managed to get a fucking draw in that game is amazing. Because they was smashing our fucking goal like fucking Jordan, like fucking Peter Andre smashes Jordan in the jungle. It was absolutely fucking amazing. How we actually managed to get a fucking draw out of that game, it's absolutely awesome.
It's probably the win against Liverpool that would be a favourite win against
No.
Liverpool.
I don't like Liverpool.
No, man, you'll win.
But
You'll
that
win.
one is not the one that I would go for. But at the same point, I would turn around to you and say, "Are you a flip flop?" Because it's like, are you Arsenal or are you Tottenham or are you what?
He's Tottenham. He's just upset at Tottenham right now.
You're a Tottenham fan, but you was talking
No.
about. I don't get that. I don't get that. But anyway, yeah, Arsenal, fucking hell.
We're all screwing it
Forest
up now.
against fucking Manchester City at fucking City Ground is definitely my pinpoint for the season, 100%. Because how we got a draw, I don't know, and I still can't work it out. So there you go.
All right. Orest, your favorite United game?
I think I was thinking of two. Obviously, the Arsenal one, Old Trafford 3-1, and the City one at home. I'll probably go the City one because obviously Manchester Derby, atmosphere, like I'm sticking with the City one, but the Arsenal one was great as well. Anthony, debut goal, yeah, but yeah, I'm sticking with City, man. Good win against City.
I remember Anthony going top bins against us. I remember September 2nd. I drove back to Kansas City that night to go watch it with the KC Gooners, and just heartbreak. That was so bad. Arteta screwed that one up so bad. We played such a high line against you guys and we paid for it. It sucked. That game sucked. That was probably my low point. No, that wasn't my low point. I think losing to drawing against West Ham, I think, was my low point. I think that's when I lost it. To be honest. My favorite game that I enjoyed watching the most. It's a tie between Tottenham and Fulham. When we beat Tottenham at the shithole for the first time. The new shithole.
Good thing you didn't say Forest, you bastard.
That was incredible. I wasn't going to watch it. No. Forest. That was just business as usual.
5-0 against Forest.
When we beat you guys 5-0 at our place. Yeah, that was business as usual. No.
All them goals was offside, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the VAR checks on all of them. But yeah, no, Fulham. I remember watching. We were playing champagne football against Fulham at their ground. It was incredible to watch. And then Tottenham, I remember I think I liked that one the most because I was watching that on a plane to St. Lucia for my honeymoon. And I was watching that on the plane, and people around me were like wondering why I was losing my mind. So, especially Odegaard's goal. Oh, I'll remember that for a long time. I'll remember that one for a long time. But yeah, that answers the question, Anthony. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't. No, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. Yeah. And Tony says, is that all the practice TJ's been doing? His performance is to go shirtless on a live stream. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Keep your questions coming, guys. We're enjoying this. We're just hanging out. If you guys want to join the chat, yeah, keep smashing the likes up. And if you want to join the stream, guys, if you want to join the stream, it's freaking pinned. Come on in.
Said it in my PMs.
Yep. Ram says, I remember AFTV blaming the Queen's death for why we lost the league.
Julian, by the way. Oh my
dude, God. Julian is a paid actor, man. Like, stop. We got to stop giving these guys any sort of credit. Stop watching that shit.
I think this is his first season ticket ever in his life. So, no, man. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, all the positivity that comes out of that I just don't get it. Go back and watch the Southern Gooners stream from this morning when he's talking about he brought in all the receipts on what Edu's promised the fan base, what Arteta promised the fan base, what AFTV is doing to keep the mess of going on. Yeah, subscribe to Southern Gooner if you haven't already. He's an absolute legend. But yeah, I'm pretty Rams. I'm pretty sure King Charles is a West Ham fan, but I really don't care. Yep. AFTV glorifying the Community Shield PR machine already. Yeah. It's what's going to happen. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's bring it back over to Spurs, KPV. Harry Kane. Are you guys gonna hang on to him?
Nah. Nah, I don't think so. Let him go. Like, he wants to break Shield's record, but he said he wants to stay in the Premier League. Like, yeah.
What come Forest?
Nah, he ain't gonna join you.
The door's open for him. The door's open for Kane. Unless if he doesn't sort his mentality, I'm not having it.
He's Forest through and through.
No, he ain't Forest. He ain't Forest.
He's Forest, mate.
Everybody's
Nah.
Forest. I'm
Maybe
Forest.
on
You're
Twitter.
Forest. We're all Forest.
He's a gooner
apparently.
through and through. So TJ,
Nah,
I've seen it on Twitter, mate.
He's
would-
not.
Forest through and through.
He's
If Kane came to Arsenal, it'll never happen. But in an alternate reality, if that did happen, I would never leave YouTube. I would be on here laughing for 24 hours straight.
he's not Arsenal through and through. His whole family
He's
is
one
Spurs
of our
fans.
own.
He's Tottenham through and through. He even said it on a live stream with
No,
what
he's Forest.
Jake. No, he isn't. Lies.
Yeah,
Chat
he is.
shit.
He is, mate. He
Chat
is.
shit. Get banged.
Trust
Sorry,
me, mate. Trust
He-
me, he's Forest.
he scored 4 goals against you in 2 meetings.
Yeah, and
2
he said
in
he
your
did
ground.
that because he loves us.
Nah, you're chatting shit, mate. See you later.
Hey, big
All
up
right.
KPV.
Big up
Big up,
KTV.
man.
Hey, and big up United Spurs of America making a CJ Warren
More
TV
Spurs fans, I love it.
debut. Yeah, dude. No, I go on Spurs channels just to challenge myself, to be honest with you. And these guys challenge me. So big up
guys.
United Spurs of America.
Big up, man.
How are
Big
you,
up,
man?
man. Hey, thanks
Like
for having me.
and
I'm doing good.
subscribe.
Big up, man.
Yeah.
United Spurs of America, man. Big up.
Hey, big up,
I know.
Oris. Nice to see you here as well.
Yeah.
Man, I'm doing good. I just got off a stream with some Spurs fans, just arguing my usual. I'm very upset with Hugo Lloris at the moment, personally, emotionally, psychologically, and if I was in the UK, it would also be physically. But
No.
Lloris is listen, he's finished. Come on, Jake.
He's done.
he quit. I'm of the mindset that he quit on us at Newcastle after letting 5 in 21 minutes. I'm convinced that he did not get injured, and he did in fact fake an injury just so he could, pretty much F
Quit.
off the rest of the season. Yeah, and then now the season's not even a week dry yet, and he's already talking about, I know I have a year left in my contract, but I can't. I love Nice. It's such a great city. I'm just exploring my options. This is the end of an era for sure. And to me, I'm not really feeling all end of an era. Let me clap you off because of your service. I'm more remembering how you left. If you're with a girl for 10 years and it's great for 9.5 of those years, and the last half, and she quits on you, you're out at the bar and she leaves with another guy, and then I'm supposed to say, hey, baby, thanks for the 10 years. No, sweetheart, die. I don't feel the love anymore, all right?
Whack, man.
I don't have nothing nice to say to you. I'm not even going to cordially let you pick up your shit. I'm petty. I don't
You're
forget.
throwing your shit. You're throwing the shit out on the lawn. Is what you're doing. You're a
I'm
victim.
Beyonce song and everything with all her shit. Yes, to the left. Everything you own in a box. Come on. I'm not having
Here you
it.
go, Carlton.
He would know. You know what? If anybody would know Beyonce lyrics, it would be a Spurs fan. 2 nights
That's
at
true.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Did we not get the third? Because I know they were
Did you get the
battling they were battling legislation to allow them to have another concert event at the stadium because legally we exceed. This is what we do at Spurs. We exceed things that legally we're not allowed to do. Loanies. Oh, okay, we'll just rip up his contract. He's already in Madrid. He already did the damn physical, so let's just terminate his contract so he can stay there. And then with Beyonce, we're like, one more night of Beyonce. And then the government's like, hey, actually, you've already hit your 17 concert event things in the stadium that you're legally allowed. So I think they had to either take the night away or they bribed the legislature. I'm not sure how it works
That's
out
the
there in the
F1
UK.
as well. Don't forget the Formula One cars.
Yeah, well, that's coming next season. That's
there
next
you go,
season.
Colt,
I
guys.
can't
Yeah.
listen. Your stadium for me is like Daniel Levy's doing like a shopping mall. If I'm being honest, F1 cars, all this nonsense. It's not good enough. And yeah, let's just see what happens with Spurs. Also, I don't know if you saw about Celtic manager. He's on his way to Spurs.
Hey, up to kangaroos. That's my favorite animal, if you didn't know. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a kangaroo. So I'm very excited we're going to get to do some ruin action at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Honestly, I like it because there's no expectations. I don't know if we're here to talk Spurs, but I have no expectations.
We're here to talk whatever, man. I'm going for another hour, so
Okay,
we can talk whatever we want.
when it comes to Postecoglou, I don't mind. Actually, this Roomba's trying to get in the room. Hang on, let me get to this damn Roomba, man. They have a mind of their own.
I got that problem too. No, big up Jacob every single time. Big up everybody who's coming on. We are absolutely cooking right now. 20 people inside consistently, which is huge for this channel. So I appreciate your support. Keep smashing the likes up. Only subscribe to Yeti if you're real, though. If you're not real, if you're a ghost, if you're transparent,
if you're not real, fuck off.
Don't subscribe. But everybody can subscribe to Oris, though. Everybody subscribe to Oris right now.
Everyone subscribe to Oris. Yeah, come on.
Right now, absolutely.
No, before you do, you got subscribe to United Spurs of America. But
yeah,
continue about Postecoglou.
Yeah, no, but keep going. Now that you dealt with the are you actually? Do you really even care about who gets appointed Spurs manager?
I've been of the mindset for most since the Stellini was appointed. To me, it just kind of felt like it doesn't matter. We've gone through two primetime managers, if you will. Guys, I heard Conte was Jose, but in his prime, because Jose's clearly past it, right? Just finished his second consecutive Europa campaign. But he's past it, right? He's clearly past it. So that's what I heard when we sacked Jose was we were winning and we got in a cup final, but we didn't do it beautifully. To me, that's horse shit. I wanted the damn trophy, no matter how small the Carabao Cup is physically. I still wanted it. But I've been saying that I jokingly kind of been saying I want Ryan Mason in because I felt like if he was the captain of the Titanic, he would have sank that boat in half the time it took for it to get sank in the first place. So again, it was joking, like I want Ryan Mason, and then as it more and more crept to like he might actually be our manager when we're in Australia and doing our little Southeast Asia tour.
Yeah, Southeast the PR trip.
Yeah, the little PR trip. We did one in Korea last year. We'll do one in Southeast Asia this time. Maybe next year we'll be in America. Who knows? But I started to really feel like we were creeping closer and closer to Ryan Mason being that guy to be calling the shots and make that's what scares me is because then Daniel Levy's for sure the only one making footballing decisions at our club, and that's the problem. So to me, it doesn't matter if it's Ainge. I got excited with Arne Slot just because of what I got hyped up about it, and then obviously we can't even lure a manager away from the Eredivisie, so I think that speaks volumes on our club as well. But if we get turned down by a fucking Scottish manager, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Ryan Mason in, I guess. He can't deny us. He's already here.
So do you think it's a bunch of managers refusing? Do you think Levy watches and says, okay, well, we're seeing all these managers reject us. Do you think that he even gives a hint of a shit that these managers don't want to go anywhere near Spurs? And I'm not shitting on you. I just see this stuff in the news, and where like, oh well, Nagelsmann was linked, and he turned you down. It's
like in Hollywood, right? Once an actor gets a bad rep, once you get you get blacklisted.
Like a stinker.
Yeah, and then people are like, well, I don't know if I want you on this project. You might just stink it all up. It's a little bit like that, but if instead an entire studio, so say Universal Studios, they were blacklisted and now no actors want to go act it. So it's a little bit of a role reversal blacklisting, but it is true. I mean, word is going to get out that we don't necessarily do things good or well or thought of or pre-planning in any sense. We just kind of one foot in front of the other and let's just see how long we can stay upright. And we've been operating like that for some years. And I think when a manager comes in here like a Nagelsmann and sees what's going on, is like, there's no director of football. I'm already getting my career is already getting a little stinky because I guess he was porking some reporter and leaking news stories to her because they're having pillow talk late at night. He's like, oh yeah, that fucking guy on a ski trip, man, he broke his leg. So he's already got a little bit of a what you doing over there, Nagelsmann, kind of a thing on his resume. So he'd say he comes to Spurs. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna achieve?
Thanks, Anthony, but we ain't going down, mate.
But that's my thought is like, what does he bring? Like, what does he walk away with from us that says, okay, now a big club can hire him, a big club, right? I mean, Jose,
Right.
he did have to go to Roma, but he's still getting success there. He won a trophy in his first season, challenged for another one in his second season, got to the damn final, extra time, and went to penalties. He was that close to winning 2 European trophies in 2 years since being removed from Spurs. Nuno's won 2 Saudi Cups since being removed from Spurs. That's kind of the theme, right? Is you leave Spurs, you get a trophy. It's almost like a parting gift. They give you a little gift bag. They said, "Here's a voucher for a trophy. Just go redeem it at your next club." And
Yep. Brian Hill.
Brian Hill,
Just won
yeah,
a
but
trophy.
he didn't even want to come back. You see him like in the
Spurs
comments.
are done,
Yep.
mate. Spurs are done.
And that's why Hugo Lloris epitomizes the problem at Tottenham Hotspur. So does Eric Dyer. So does Ben Davies. They've been here for 10 years. What have they done? What have they accomplished? What is their ambition? Eric Dyer spends the summer laughing at Spurs, the fact that we don't win anything. On my show, TJ, I got a little button and I push it anytime someone mentions Dyer, because when they do, I got a little clip that's just Dave Portnoy saying, "And so you guys don't win anything, right?" And he's fucking laughing, giggling it up like he's backstage at Miley Cyrus concert. He's about to go meet Miley Cyrus with the VIP ticket, and he's all excited, giggling. "Oh, whatever you
I
say,
remember
Miley's so
seeing that
funny."
video.
She's like, "Oh, you're
Spurs
ugly and you
about
dress like shit."
events.
Oh, yeah, I
Not about the
do.
club. They're not about football.
That's what I'm saying. We've become this commercial product, and that's the part where we're starting to break a lot of fans. And that's the thing is, we all have to get to a breaking point, right? Where then okay, I've had enough. And you know what? To me, as an American, as a person who has profited from capitalism, I don't believe that we are doing things wrong as a club in the commercial and merchandise and branding sense. Because if you think about it, when you come into a club and you buy it for 200 million, and now the rumors of selling it are north of 5 billion, you did something right on that end. But the problem is, you have a guy who balances spreadsheets for a living, making decisions on footballing matters. That's where the disconnect is, right? What made Tottenham so big? They had a history. Well, let's wipe that out. Let's change our identity. Let's make it such a shiny thing that it has no fingerprints on it. Therefore, we're becoming this shell of a football club, and now we're just becoming really mainly a commercial product, an identity, a brand. Dallas Cowboys, if you will, comes to my mind because I worked for them for about 6.5 years, and seeing that star, it's not necessarily just a logo of a sports team. It's a brand. It's world renowned brands, and then that's what I think they're striving to become, and they were successful in that. I mean, if you think about it, bare bones minimum, and we get to a Champions League final, he's thinking, okay, I could just ride this out to the sunset. Well, you don't invest in the club for 2 years, and then what happens? Now look at where we're at, and we're just continuing to try and ride this Harry Kane wave, the Heung-min Son wave, whatever wave we can hold on to. Just hang on, and as long as you can, squeeze all the juice out of that lemon is kind of where we're at, and that is the problem with this club. And I think I love Harry Kane; he's a club legend, but until he goes, we can't even begin to look at the next page. So when I think about Ange Postecoglou, I do get excited about it because
Spurs.
What's that?
You know what's scary about Spurs? Is they could actually drop down so many leagues and still have these events and still have a profitable business.
We're not going to get relegated next season, even if Kane
They won't get
leaves.
relegated.
But
They won't
they
get relegated,
could
but they'll
still
finish
have,
in the lower.
but if
They'll
they
finish in the
did-
lower two.
If they did, they could still have a profitable business with the events
Mm-hmm.
and not worry.
Well, yeah,
about
it's a
the
corporation. It's a
That
brand.
is the scariest thing about Spurs right now. Because
I feel-
and the worst thing is, and what you've got to take into account is if every other club looks at that and looks at that profitable business, then they could all do it. And all our teams could all be a second stage of what's going on. And that is quite scary.
Yeah,
You know,
I
if we're all just about events instead of the team, that's scary to every fucking fan. every
Yeah.
time.
I guess I just never really thought of it in that sense because I don't think that. I still think that even if Harry Kane left and say we got bare bones for him, or he left on a free in the following season, I don't think that this squad is going to be relegated. We'll be Crystal Palace, sure. We'll be down there hanging out in 12 with Chelsea, but I mean, Chelsea probably won't be there anymore after this season. But for me, I don't think because yes, everyone likes. I know the statistic. A lot of people, Spurs fans specifically, like to pull out and say, "Oh, well, if you take Harry Kane's 30 Premier League goals away, we're in relegation. We're in a relegation battle at that point." Well, I would still argue you can't just. We're not playing with 10 men if Harry Kane's goals aren't there, right? There's going to be someone playing in his position. Some people scoring those goals that he would have
If you
scored.
did get relegated, you would still be all right because of the events.
Well, financially, yes, but I
And
can't
that's
even
the
begin to
problem.
look at a situation where Spurs get relegated because that's just not. We're not that level, in my opinion.
It's not
That
about you being that level. It's about if it happened, you could still continue with the events, so you could still keep making money, and still keep going down or whatever, and still be all right with the money with the events.
I mean, yeah, it
So
is an
the
event
team,
space.
I mean, I'm just looking at it like that, and that is quite scary. I think
mean,
that's quite scary for any
Yeah,
Spurs fan.
and from an outsider's perspective, I almost feel bad for Spurs fans because Daniel Levy only cares about the brand. He only cares about making money from his commercial, the real estate of of Tottenham itself. He doesn't care about the football or the quality of football. All he really cares about is, making sure that the seats are filled.
Refunding fans as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And
the
by the
bottom
way,
line, yeah.
Jacob, that scarf to your left, is that Colorado? That
Yeah,
one
This one
right
is
there. Yeah.
Colorado.
Does it matter to him that
That's pretty sick. I grew up in Colorado, so I saw that logo. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Does it matter
Anyway.
to him that stadiums are filled when the players are playing? Or does it matter to him that the stadium's filled when Beyonce's playing or Lady Gaga's playing and all this, that, and the other? Or WWE or UFC and
I
all
think
this,
both.
that, and the other?
I
It's
think
a
both,
scary
OJ.
fucking thing. We've got to take this into account because if every other club takes this into account and goes on that tiff, then we're all going to be fucked.
I don't know. I'm not gonna claim to know or be the end all of that. I know what I'm speaking about completely when it comes to the financial aspect of it. But I could imagine that the money in championship is a lot less than the money you get as a club in the Premier League, and that you're allowed to spend, et cetera, et cetera. So I would imagine that I would hope that fear of losing that much money. I imagine Levy and our owners are very upset that we didn't at least get Conference League to get that little chunk of change because they want every dollar that helps balance those sheets. So I feel like the fear of dropping down and losing out on Champions League money, on Europa League money, I feel like that is enough of a deterrent for our board to look at it and say we need to
But if the
correct
events
this.
make more money than the actual fucking football, then they're not going to care about the football, are they? They're going to just
I don't
go
think that
with
they
the
do though.
events.
Most
I don't
of
know
our
if they
most of
do.
most of
I'm
our
not saying I
money,
know if
to
they
my
do.
knowledge, most of our money and profit generated is from Premier League matches.
It is. It
Like a
has to be.
a very large substantial amount. Dropping out, I think, would still affect us a huge amount financially. And I don't think that those concerts and stuff would be enough to supplement the amount that we'd lose from being out of the Premier League.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing too, though, is that Spurs fans will continue to go in there as long as you guys are in the Premier League.
It's a social
They are
event
fine.
now.
Yeah, it's a social event now. I mean, you guys got chicken places. You guys got, it's like Aura said, it's a shopping mall. It's a shopping mall now. There really isn't even any like Spurs insignia.
You got to show him playing with his guitar during the Leave It Up protest. I don't get that, man. Leave It Up protest and you get Ed Sheeran with his guitar. That doesn't go well, but I just think with Spurs fans, if they want to do protest, it has to be well planned, not 2 days before match days. Because if we want to do a protest, then let's talk about, I know we're talking about right back in the Super League, but United, look at United and also what was Chelsea, like we both made it stop. So Spurs, if they want to get Levy out, they have to stop buying merchandise. But the thing is, half of them, they're filled with tourists, man. Like, obviously, they've got so many Son fans and yeah, a lot of
Yep.
tourists for Tottenham. So yeah.
Well, that's kind of right. Being, what is it? The snake eating its own tail, because we've built this huge universal brand, and now whenever all the locals and all the people who do live and breathe and their family lived and breathed Tottenham, right? Their tickets are getting bought up just as quick as you put them up, because there's people like me and there's people like millions, hundreds of thousands of Spurs fans in America. I mean, we have the most supporters group, I believe, out of anyone in the Premier League is the Spurs in America specifically. So, I mean, and you look at African, we got like Uganda, we got a bunch of African supporters groups. There's supporter groups all over the world, and I think that when you're successful at building a universal product for people to appreciate and become a fan of, well, now we're starting to see the end of that, right? Like you said, Oris, where now the stadium's filled with people like myself, people from Asia, people from Australia, I mean, Australians are going to be flocking to the stadium as soon as we get Ainge in there because they love him. So it is a little bit of the. I mean, think about it. I go as a foreigner. I will go there and look at, okay, one day I'm going to do the skywalk, the next day I'm going to do a tour, and then if they got fucking go-karts, you could bet your ass I'm going to be driving underneath that stadium, wherever the hell them go-kart tracks are. That sounds fun. It is a tourist event. And hey, you can't blame me for being reality TV is a part of the problem, but people still watch that shit, don't they? And that's my thing here is like, you're not going to be able to stop people like me from being like, go-kart track underneath the stadium. That sounds kind of fucking cool. I was just on top of the stadium. Now I can go underneath the stadium. Like I mean, they're really covering all avenues here. But that's not anyone else's fault that we're in this commercial state, this limbo of commercial.
No football fan gives a fuck about that.
Well, I'm a football fan, and I'm not saying I give a fuck about that, but
fuck about is fucking seeing the team perform.
Correct.
That's all fucking football fans care about.
But I agree with you. But I'm also not opposed to my club exploring other financial avenues that could in turn. But this is what they sold us, right? This is the fucking pipe dream they sold us, was we're going to do all this, have all this commercial enterprise, this fanfare going on, the F1, the tour, the thing on the roof, all this, because we're going to use that money and reinvest it into the club and the team and the first team. That's what they
always say
said.
They're going to reinvest that into the club, but they never do.
It's
all about fucking their fucking making money and all that kind of shit. It's got nothing to do with the fans. And I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. At the end of the day, all fans care about is what is going on the pitch. And if you're not fucking doing the stuff on the pitch and you're building fucking skyscrapers or whatever and fucking skywalks and all that shit, we don't care about that. Nobody cares about that. All we care about is what the fucking team is doing on the fucking pitch. And what
you're talking about real fans. You're talking about real fans, though, Yeti. There are other people that are just that just want to have a day out. There are people that just want to have a day out, take the family to a match.
Fuck them.
And then go and watch and then go and ride the go-karts afterwards. Like people like,
I mean, if I spend $6,000 getting my family over to the UK, you best believe I'm going to be squeezing every lemon that Tottenham have to offer, because
it's just different. It's just different perspectives.
Yeah,
is all.
Yeah.
And I was looking up the top supported teams, the top 5 European clubs in the United States. Number 1 is Manchester United. Number 2 is Barcelona.
Supporter clubs. That's what I was.
Okay, I want to see that because I would think that United or Arsenal would be bigger, or even Chelsea.
As a brand, as amount of number of fans, I would say you're right. It's got to be United, and obviously like your Barcelona, Real Madrid, and stuff are bigger than it. But I was saying supporters, like official supporter clubs. I believe Spurs have the most in America.
Oh, you mean just the most cities with supporter clubs in them?
Correct.
Is what you mean? Oh, okay. I can't. I don't know what I can't.
The
recall.
most
But I mean, again,
deluded
here's the caveat of that. You see, I've got the flag, the El Paso Spurs flag flying.
Yeah.
So this is the caveat to that, right? They sent out an email being like, hey, $0, get your, if you want to start your own club, right? They kind of make it not so I have to work hard to start this fan club, but more I just fill out a flyer and we'll make you an official club. So it's almost a little bit of a fabrication of the numbers, I think, just because I think
They're just making flags and sending them to everybody who wants
there was
them.
they didn't ask for like the phone numbers and emails of my club members. I just said, yeah, my dog, my wife, my kid, his father-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister, they're all members. And they're like, okay, cool. How many all they said was how many members you got? 20. So let's just say 20. I don't have 20 members. I'll admit that to you right now. They didn't care. They just wanted to know you down to be the chairperson of a supporters club.
No.
So those numbers, while I throw them out in my defense, could be very heavily skewed just because of that simple fact right there.
Yeah, that's how many official Arsenal support groups there are. So 6 by 10. So there's at least 60
Carl Ross's comment is
for
spot on.
Arsenal America. But
Carl
yeah.
Ross's comment is spot on.
Yep. So Caro Rossi says, big up Caro Rossi. He's drunk. Good for him. I'm on my way there. It's all about money, severing ties with the real fan base, all for money gain, thus lower the standards. Arsenal are riddled with fans on a day out. If you want to have a day out, go to a casual tourist site. Well,
but see, that's the thing is Tottenham has become the casual tourist site.
So is Arsenal. So I mean, I think Premier League, like, look, if I'm going to be honest with you, if I went to London, I would be trying to go to an Arsenal game immediately. I would be trying to go because they're my club. And I love this club. What?
You sad bastard.
I know. I'm so sad. You know, I try to take a vacation and then I can go and watch these guys lose at the Emirates. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost to the MLS All-Stars, by the way. We're going to start Reece Nelson against the MLS All-Stars and lose. Watch that happen. But yeah.
I'll be watching that game. I love that MLS
I'll be
All-Star
there.
match.
I'll be there. So,
TJ, I've got to go to the shop, mate. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, brother. No problem at all. I'm gonna get you. I'll drop you out of the. How long are you gonna be gone?
Oh no, he put his headphones on, so he can't hear you.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's all right. I'm gonna remove him, and if he wants to come back in, he can. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where I wish it wasn't this way, but it just is. But without the international supporters, and I say this a lot because Jacob, I'm sure you get this. I'm positive that you get this. We get absolutely slagged as American supporters. We get called Yanks that don't know shit about the game. We get absolute, especially on YouTube. You know, we come on here and like at least 1 or 2 comments per video saying you don't know shit. But without supporters like us carrying the flag in other countries, you and I in America, like these clubs wouldn't be where they're at. Without people like you, without people like me. So when people say that, I go, yeah, well, fuck off. Because we make the club what it is. Or we at least help.
Well, I mean, how much you think about them TV deals that they go for, right? The broadcasting rights to those matches. They pay those clubs a hell of a lot of money, right? Because they know there's people like us over here waiting to watch it. So they are all bidding, let me be the one to broadcast it. Let me be the one. Let me give you more than this one will give you. That's why every year we're juggling how many fucking subscriptions we've got to subscribe to just so we could watch, because it's Peacock, then it's USA, then it's
no, I got Peacock, Paramount, and USA.
Yeah,
I have to have.
And ESPN Plus if you're playing in FA or Carabao.
Yep. And you better believe I have all 4 of them.
Exactly. And how much money is that? And think about it, you're not the only one. Me, another guy, another guy. There's about, I would say, easily millions of us in America who are spending for multiple subscriptions just to watch a freaking Premier League club. So to
If you
discount
think about it,
fans
it's
like this, I think
$100. It's $100 a month. It's probably $100 a month.
yeah,
If you're
it's
thinking about it.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it's
ridiculous.
absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
But,
So,
but you don't know shit because you were born in a
Yeah.
different country.
Yeah, but you don't
Your
know
eyes
shit
are different.
because you live in Kansas City. You don't know anything about it. You don't support. Go support your own club.
Yeah, go support
your
your
own club.
It's funny
Your
how
local club.
It's funny how your parents' copulation has to do with your football knowledge, right? Isn't it funny the correlation there? It's like, well, since my parents had me in America, therefore I automatically know less because here the sport is called soccer. And it's actually funny because if you think about it, the Brits were the ones who actually invented the word soccer back in the day. So if you don't believe me, just Google who invented the word
No.
soccer.
Facts are subjective nowadays, but we don't need to get into that. We can wax lyrical about this all day long. Yeah. All right. Jamino says you never need a subscription if anybody ever needs a stream.
Okay, Jamino, holla at me.
Yeah, Jamino's got the crack for sure. All right, let's talk about something else. Let's change the subject because honestly,
Spurs are depressing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Spurs are depressing. Let's talk about. We talked about this earlier. Who do you think is going to get top 5 next season, Jacob?
Ooh, good question.
This is a way too early prediction show. I think Oris, what did you say?
I think I said City first. I think I said Arsenal second, United third, Newcastle fourth, and Liverpool fifth.
I think since this is a way too early prediction show, I think City gonna win the league again next year, especially if they just keep bolstering their squad.
I will cry in tears.
It'll take something crazy to happen. As far as the title race, I just think this season was so crazy, right? We had so much shakeup. I mean, Newcastle the year before almost relegated. This season challenging for top 4. Arsenal miss out on top 4, and then they're challenging for a title for 90% of the damn season. It was a crazy season. I think things will start looking more like maybe historically outside of the city, obviously, but like I think United will be challenging if they can get their summer signings right, i.e. not Mason Mount. If they sign Mason Mount, this prediction goes out the window, by the way. But
he's
don't
coming,
bring
he's
up
coming.
Mason.
Listen.
Oris is fuming.
Mason Mount, if he goes to United, this all goes out the window. But I think if United, especially if they get Kane, if there's some way able to get Kane, I see them challenging for a title easily, but coming in second. I see third. I could see Liverpool if they sign the circus of midfielders they're looking at signing and a center back. I think they could be back. I could see them getting third. Arsenal, I can see all dropping to fourth or third, right around there. I still see.
I have a set 4th.
You have us at.
I have Arsenal at 4th. I have Arsenal at 4th.
Yeah, I see Arsenal third or fourth. I'm saying fourth because of my bias, but like if they are able to perform similar to the way they did this season, I could see third easy. And then I see Newcastle at fifth. I think they'll drop out of Champions League spots. They're going to have a lot of pressure.
Well, 5. There are 5 Champions League spots next season because of the new format.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
then
of the new
congratulations,
rule.
Newcastle.
New
You still
rule.
get in the Champions League. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I had to be reminded of that last night. I was like, holy shit, yeah, there are 5. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
so now Spurs get, and that's what I'm saying. I have this weird conspiracy that every year they're like, how can we try to help Tottenham get into the Champions League so they can get that sweet Champions League nectar, okay? Or European football for that matter, because look at the year that the Conference League came around, we got in it. We were not supposed to play no European football. They're like, guess what? You get a Conference League, and then they let us in there. And now they're like, 4 teams is not enough. We'll go with 5. So I guess Newcastle will be 5th.
Yeah, and I don't mean. Yeah, and what did I say? And I want to go back. I'm going to go back because I didn't name Liverpool in my top 5. So I'm going. I put Aston Villa in there, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going Man City first, United second, Newcastle third, Arsenal fourth, and then Liverpool 5th. Is where I'm going.
You see them finishing 5th 2 years in a row? I think they're going to light a fire up under their ass and they'll kick into gear and get that.
They could be. I mean, I would. I would
But then
love
again,
to
it
be
is a
proven wrong.
Champions League spot. I think Liverpool fans are feeling a lot. They're getting a lot of flack right now for the whoa, because it's what's coming next
Yeah.
season for them. And
Maybe I just have a little bit of bias because my neighbor, who lives down the street, is a Liverpool fan, and he came over. He never talks to me, but he knows I'm a big Arsenal supporter, just because I wear my shirt around, like when I'm walking my dog around the neighborhood, right? Yeah, I don't think he knows I do a YouTube thing or anything like that. But he came up to me once. He's just like, "How does it feel to bottle the league?" I'm like, "I don't even talk to this guy." I'm like, "What?" Because how does it feel to bottle the league? I'm like, "I'm not talking to somebody who's in ninth. Like, get away from me." Like, what? Mm-mm. So maybe that's just like my anti-Liverpool bias. I just can't stand Liverpool.
well, most of their successes hinge on the fact of Sissoko's armpit. So that's I stand on that hill. I'll die there. I don't care. You won the league, congrats. But that Champions League trophy, it has Sissoko's arm print on it, or his armpit. So
well, you guys were playing. I mean, who your Spurs midfield in that game? Like, who are you guys playing in there?
Sissoko and Winks.
Sissoko and Winks. Yeah. Oh God.
And now I get to Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes together. Fucking hell. Honestly,
we changed the subject and then
we are not getting top 5. Honestly, Mason Mount not do anything, and I have a Ten Hag. I can see Ten Hag getting sacked because Mason Mount, honestly, he's not the one. Like, if he's signing, I'll probably block him on Instagram as well.
I freaking this is why I need to have Oris on the channel more, because we stopped talking about Mason Mount like 5 minutes ago, and he still comes back. He's like, God damn, if Mason Mount. Like I'm the same way though. Like if we keep, I'm the same way if we keep Rob Holding. If we keep Rob Holding.
That's Eric Dyer for y'all. That's
Maybe Spurs can get him up. Spurs will get him up.
Shut up, Oris. Don't say that shit. The fans are already like, can you imagine Harry Maguire and Eric Dyer partnership?
Beautiful. That is beautiful, man. Holding
get Maguire and Holding, and then they'll say, we did what the fans wanted. Y'all wanted center backs. Here you go. Another England fucking nationalist and a
no deal hasn't
Holding.
been agreed yet, Anthony, but soon it will definitely be agreed, man. With Mason Mount, it will be agreed.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch Rob
he's
Holding
like your
next season.
5th best option there in the midfield, right, Oris? If you sign Mason Mount, or 4th best option.
It will definitely be a bench player, that's for sure. But Chelsea want 80 million, and
Mason Mount spend 80 million on a bench player.
But you now want to
offer. You're not spending that on Richarlison.
I'm sorry, but Mason Mount is not worth 50 million in my books. But Mason Mount, like, he can please Chelsea give him a contract for. Listen, I have a Liverpool get him, but I don't know what happened because Liverpool were linked with him, but then it was a bit quiet after that. But Liverpool, man, they'll probably get McAllister. Then McAllister will be done and sorted.
I thought that was done already. I think
it's done. I think it's done now.
Big up Lewis2705, man. I think you're new, so smash the sub if you haven't already.
He said earlier he's a Spurs fan. So
yeah,
big up,
well,
Lewis.
Hey, big up Lewis. Welcome to the channel. Smash the sub and sorry about your team.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to do it. Mason Mount is terrible, says Jaminho. Yeah, I agree. I want McAllister too, but we're not that ambitious, Anthony. That's the problem. We're going after Declan Rice, we're going after Caicedo, and then after that it's Dross. It's some
Who do you
unknown
prioritize
from
first?
Turkey.
Rice or Caicedo?
Caicedo.
Absolutely.
Caicedo, 100%. He can play right back. He can play in the midfield. He's incredible. I was Declan Rice first until I saw Caicedo run riot all over us in the 3-0 battering. He played right back and he got man of the match. Right back.
And he was on the left a lot too. I thought I saw him.
He was all over the place. He
what a man.
Caicedo is an absolute baller. I want that guy at my club. Will we actually get it over the line? I don't think so. I was saying
he's half the reason Ecuador even qualified for the World Cup. Yeah. Him and what was that guy's name? Valencia, I think his name is.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. McAllister is absolutely unbelievable. 10 times better than Rice, and he's more well-rounded as well. I don't think he's 10 times better than Rice, but I think that the fact, and Dal said this earlier, and I'm going to drop the V word. He's more versatile than Rice is. Rice plays only CDM or center mid. Caicedo can play center, defensive mid, center mid, and right back. He is a player. The guy is an absolute baller.
This is who United
Absolute
should
baller.
not Mason. Flip him out. This is who United should be getting. Can I say the ball? Yeah.
Hey, Mason Mount. I'm just glad that Arsenal aren't Shady Acres FC for Chelsea, at least yet. But it is what it is. I would take the only player that I would take from Chelsea right now is probably Joao Felix, but he's
going back to
technically
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
wanted that guy.
Pochettino already said he didn't want him either.
Yeah, he's leaving Chelsea. So.
That's insane.
You want to take?
Honestly,
think
I'd
that's a
take
baller.
Mudryk, bro. I think Mudryk's gonna come good. I know y'all have a thing against him because of the whole but I think he's got some raw talent in them boots. It just matters if you can get his mentals.
He's a speed
Right.
merchant.
He is a speed merchant. He might be Timo Werner, but Ukrainian. I don't know. But from the little bit I've seen from him, I'd also take Enzo Fernandez. I think he would. There's a lot of players on that squad that will walk into Tottenham's starting 11 at least. So maybe my standards are a little bit lower than yours right now, TJ, because you actually have capable humans in positions. And me, I have Harry Kane and Heung-min Son sometimes.
Harry Kane for me. I think if it's listen, I'll take him in a heartbeat, but it's just mentality, man. Mentally, is he ready for? I think he is ready for the big step, but because I've seen all the quotes. I'm sorry, but his mentality is so low. Jacob, you could prove me wrong here, but I just think his mentality-wise, I don't know, man. I think Tenard, can he fix
Where
it?
does the questioning of his mentality? What is it about his mentality that is up for question at this moment? Like, what has he done that leaves it up that you're questioning? Okay, maybe his mentality is not right. Because for me, scoring 30 goals in a really shitty Tottenham side, that to me says his mentality is okay. He came back. Now his mentality was shit whenever he down tooled because he wanted his Man City move a couple years ago, and we had Nuno, and I don't blame him for that. But I think the questioning of his mentality has really started recently because he hasn't left Tottenham yet. And that again is not his fault. He tried to. It's also his fault, you could say, for trusting his brother to handle contract negotiations with a known snake man and Daniel Levy. Yeah, we'll let you go if there's an offer that comes in. But again, it has to be the offer that Daniel Levy sees fit, or else it's not an actual offer. So for me, I don't know if it's his mentality as it's more of I think he's just such a good-natured guy that he has people in positions in his life that necessarily haven't given him the best strategic advice when it comes to his career. Now, if Real Madrid come knocking and his wife, his brother, if someone says don't take it, if Daniel Levy accepts it and he's the one who says no because he doesn't want to go to Spain or what have you, then yes, I will agree that his mentality needs to be looked at. Maybe he deserves nothing more than Spurs if that's the case. But I don't know why or how anyone could question his mentality at this juncture yet. It's not necessarily his fault that he got bamboozled into this very strict contract with Tottenham. That's not his fault specifically. You could say it's his fault that he trusted his brother to do that job, started up an entire agency, and they got one client, and his name is Harold Kane. Yes, maybe that. You can question that. You can blame him for that.
Yeah, I just think. Obviously, I think he did. He did an interview. I remember. I think it was 2 or 3 months ago, and then someone asked him about his thoughts for Spurs this season. And obviously, I think he replied, "Yeah, we've had a great season, this and that." But listen, Kane, obviously 30 goals. I think it's absolutely fantastic. For this crap Spurs side this season, it's great.
Yeah, historically bad.
Yeah.
Historically,
So, Kane, listen, it's going to be a typical PR move for United. I do think, listen, it will heat up a bit with Kane to United. So I would think.
The thing is, I like Lewis. I agree with you that maybe he's too comfortable here. He doesn't want to uproot. He's about to have his 4th kid, and again, he only had 2 when he was forcing the city move, and that's only a move across the country. I'm not talking now. It might be a move across the damn continent, right? But for me, I don't think that's his mentality necessarily. Like when you have a contract, you're obligated to fulfill that contract. You can't just. We saw him throw his keys out the pram and try and leave, and that just couldn't happen. I think Kane is at a point where he is ready to leave. He wanted to leave already, so it's not like he doesn't want to leave to pursue more lucrative avenues. It's just he hasn't really gotten a proper chance yet, and we won't let him go because we're holding on to that little fucker as long as we can. Don't let him out of our sight kind of mentality because, I mean, he's even talking about maybe I'll kick in the NFL just so he can get away from Spurs. I don't think that's questioning his mentality. We as a club failed him. The board failed him. There's no other way around that. Because if you put a better squad around Harry Kane, you keep adding pieces to the side that was almost successful with us. If you do that, then I think, we'd be talking about a different story here for Tottenham. We'd be talking about a different history. We'd be talking about what we have won recently or what we have done and what Kane has brought. But that's the thing that everyone's talking about, that Kane won't leave Spurs. If he does, he'll stay in England. He wants to break Shearer's record. He does. But I would also argue, why can't he go to Real Madrid for 2 years, win a Champions League, win 2 La Ligas, and maybe a Spanish Copa del Rey, and then go somewhere else and break Shearer's record? I feel like it's more of a guarantee. If we're talking about he wants to, I think he would rather have a Champions League trophy than the all-time scoring, or a Premier League trophy than the all-time. That's just me. And again, it's pure speculation. We're obviously speculating what a grown man's intentions are because we don't know. Maybe his wife wants to go sit in the sun and wearing a bikini in Spain, and Real Madrid is going to be the place to go do that. Maybe Barcelona. Who knows? I mean, obviously they have Lewandowski, but with Benzema leaving, there's an obvious Harry Kane-sized hole there that would be very easy to just.
If he leaves, he's
Benzema.
going to Real Madrid.
Or are you talking about Kane?
Benzema's out.
He's gone.
He's going to Saudi. He's going to Saudi. So Real Madrid is going to want to plug that hole, and I think that is going to be Harry Kane. And I think they are going to pay the $100 million to get him in.
And I can see him playing there for 2-3 years, and then him and Erling Haaland doing a little switch. I could definitely see something because Haaland's already said he wants to go to Madrid, but Madrid are at a point where I think you're gonna have to change your whole squad over there at Real if you bring in a Haaland right now. Mbappe's already turned him down. Benzema and Kane are very similar players, except Kane can create when called upon to do. I mean, you see him do it for Spurs just because literally he's the only thing that we have. He's our engine. He is our car. He is the tires, the steering wheel, everything. But when you put Kane in when you got Vinicius servicing balls inside, you got Rodrigo servicing balls inside, he's gonna shine. He's gonna win. He's gonna win trophies there. You do that for 2-3 years. Look, he's turning 30 in July, I believe it is. I'll have to look up his birthday, but I believe he turns 30 in July 26th. Well, I hope I'm right, but I believe somewhere July or June 26th, something like that. He turns 30. 2 years, he comes back to the Premier League at 32. He only needs 2.5 seasons, I would say, to break Alan Shearer's record at this juncture. He's like less than 50 away. He could do that in 2 seasons. 2.5 if I'm being generous.
Well, especially if he signs on to a team like United.
Where they're just going to just use him as an out-and-out striker. Use him what he's good for, finishing.
Tenor wants him. It's clear that Tenor wants him. Like, we've seen Romano saying that Tenor wants him. It's clear that Tenor does. So let's see what happens.
I definitely see it either being Real Madrid, but if he did leave somewhere, a lot of people wanted to throw around with Poch going to Chelsea. Maybe he goes to Chelsea. I just don't see that because
not going to Chelsea.
His murals, his entire everything, he will be the new Sol Campbell. You know what I mean?
Not going to Chelsea.
But that's why I think United. I could see United, but I think they would charge more for United for him because think about it, then we got to go see Harry Kane twice a year minimum. No, thank you. I don't want to play against Harry Kane because you know what he'll do. We already make average strikers look world class. Imagine world class strikers what we make them look like. So
yeah, this is exactly why. So either Kane goes to Real Madrid or Bayern. Which I think it's going to be Real Madrid.
He already said no to Bayern.
Oh, he already said no to Bayern. Okay,
allegedly. I mean, again, this is all Twitter.
If it happens, right? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, he'll stay at Spurs and he'll leave on a free and he'll go to United or Chelsea. after that.
Wherever the hell Harry Kane wants,
Yeah.
You can't blame him at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, as much as it pains me to say, he's a legend, right? He is an absolute legend. He will absolutely get a statue outside of Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Whether he actually wins anything outside of a Golden Boot or not. So, I mean, it is what it is. You can't deny his talent. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Bayern
no
don't
one
want
in
Kane.
the
Bayern don't
history
want
of
Kane.
this
Okay.
club, this long-standing club since 1882, there has been no one who has scored more goals in all competitions than Harry Kane. So, I mean, yeah, he's a legend, and I'm just glad I got to witness it. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy Greaves. I'm sorry I didn't watch him. I didn't see his games. Didn't watch him play. So, but the fact that I've gotten to see Harry Kane and just, I remember when I first became a fan, my co-host Michael loves to tease me about this. When I first became a fan, I was kind of like iffy on Kane. I'd seen some really good stuff, but then I'd also seen him with the ankles. The ankle issues kept happening, and I was kind of like, I don't know, man. Maybe we should get someone better, for someone with some pace. He's got power, but he doesn't have pace. And you know what? He shut me the hell up. So a few times, and since then I don't say nothing about him except you do what you want, Kane. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, he's earned it. He's earned it too. Like, he's if we're being honest, he could have asked for a move a lot earlier, and he never did. He decided to stay. So it kind of shows his. I don't think he really cares about winning stuff, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he really cares, and if he wants to win, he wants to win at Tottenham until he gets sold, which I think will happen if Levy's smart, or he'll like tolerate one more season at Tottenham and then leave and go anywhere else.
I do want to push back a little bit there. I don't think
That's
that he doesn't want to win anything, because if you look at even the Carabao Cup final, which we were a long shot to win because we just appointed Ryan Mason, the Champions League final, he was very distraught about those things.
He disappears in those games, though. That's the thing. He doesn't really.
But doesn't just
really
because
make impacts in those games.
Just because let's say I'm a theater actor and I'm the greatest damn theater actor anyone's ever seen, except for when it's big opening night. It's the big opening night, right? That doesn't mean I don't want to be a great actor on the stage when the lights are brightest. But it just means when opening night has come around, I have shelled up. That doesn't mean I don't want to be. That doesn't mean I want to be the shell of a human when the lights are brightest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I am a theater actor, so I feel a little called out right now. But okay, thanks.
But like, think about it.
No, I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
It to me, I can want to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic all I want, but if I'm shit with the ball at my feet and I'm good with my hands, they're gonna play me at keeper. You know what I mean? It's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
So I don't know, the Kane thing. He hasn't won. He hasn't gotten us over the line. I do argue the fact, like, what has he gotten with Tottenham except for golden boots, playmaker of the year, the key to England? I think they just gave him. They gave him some key to some city for being British. I don't know. So he's done almost everything you could except for Ballon d'Or, obviously. But as an individual. Yeah, it is time to go and explore other options. He's been wanting to go. I don't think it's a lack of ambition as to why he's still here, or a lack of wanting to win as to why he's still at Tottenham. I think it's he got fucked, quite just as plainly as I can say it. Daniel Levy took advantage of this man, took advantage of his best years, and now you're just trying to salvage what you got left. And I think he'd be well suited to go to United and help them win something himself. And then everyone can stop getting on him about, and then it can just be Spurs, not just Kane, Spurs we ain't won since 2008. Let's have it right.
Yep. Oris, you want Harry Kane?
Of course, I do, yeah. But price for me is going to be crucial. What this flipping Levy asks for, but yeah, price is.
You're gonna get him. You're gonna get him on a free if you get him. You're not gonna get him. You're not gonna buy him. I don't think. Do you honestly think Levy would sell to United? I don't think so.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah,
I
I
really
don't see them as big enough. I don't think that they're big enough rivals to where he's not going to get backlash for it, especially if he can charge English tax to an English club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I
Whereas
don't
if he
know.
went anywhere in London, he's getting. I mean, people are going to be picketing outside. But maybe that's what we need. Maybe he needs to go to Chelsea so fans can finally get this fucking guy making our decisions out. You
Yeah,
know, maybe that's what we need.
maybe. All right.
It's been
All right.
fun.
Well, it's been fun. We've been going for about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Oris has to shoot in 5. And I'm honestly gonna shoot. Guys, I haven't seen my wife, I think, in like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna actually go hang out with her.
There you go. That's
Believe
a
it or
good
not.
choice.
Believe it or not. But big up everybody who's been here. It has been an absolutely epic stream. These Sunday call-in shows, guys, they're gonna be a regular thing. They're gonna be an absolutely regular thing, especially like over the summer. We're gonna have several things to talk about, especially on the American Idiot Show. We're doing a review of the of other teams. We're gonna have a keep bench sell for other clubs. We're gonna tell other clubs how to manage their squad. So
Ooh.
Jacob, if you want to come on for the Spurs one, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolute banner. It's going to be absolute scenes. And then obviously, Orist, you're first in line for Man United. And I'm going to I'm going to have the rest of your boys on too. So that would be absolutely scenes. But yeah, I'm actually going to, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you everybody in the chat so much for coming on. I also want to big up Long-Haired Yeti, KVP, and obviously Oregon Goon, Dal, my co-host with the most. Jacob, shout out your channel, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. United Spurs of America. I talk mostly Tottenham Hotspur over there, and I accept all the banter and bullshit you want to throw my way. So I'm pretty thick-skinned. Nothing really offends me. I kind of roll with the punches. When you're a Tottenham fan, you have to have thick skin, right? So please do subscribe. We just hit 1,300 the other day, so that'd be cool. We're working on 1,350, almost there. I think I need like 20 subs to get there. So got a show on Tuesday. We'll be ranking Spurs teams, so that'll be fun. A lot of he needs some
You couldn't have
milk,
said that.
if
You couldn't have said that with any less enthusiasm, I don't think.
we're gonna be it's difficult because we're gonna be ranking their entire season, and I think it'll spark some debate because Heung-min Son's had a great last 7 games, but he's had a bad season. Harry Kane's had a good overall season. Hugo Lloris is dead to me, emotionally, personally, physically, mentally, everything, spiritually. Hugo Lloris, I don't even know who that is anymore. I deleted his contact number. So it'll be a fun show. We'll be ranking. So come check us out over there on Tuesday if you don't mind. I do get a lot of Chelsea fans in there giving me the shit. So again, rival fans are welcome. All Spurs fans are welcome. Everyone's welcome. I have call-in shows. Rival fans can join in and talk their shit if they want. Spurs fans can come in and cry with me if they want. It's all good. It's all fun. But United Spurs of America, type that into YouTube at USpursOfA on Twitter. That's where you can find me.
Yep. Thanks, Jacob, for coming on. No, it's
Yeah,
legendary.
appreciate it.
Absolutely subscribe. Support your American YouTube content creators.
That's
because
right. Come on.
Let's be honest, guys. We're gonna tide you over overnight in the UK coming up. So we got a lot of big stuff coming up. We're working on it. Oris, shout yourself out, man. Thank you so much for coming on as usual, brother.
No worries, man. Big up family, man. Yeah, you can find me at Orsis Football on YouTube, Orsis Football on Twitter, and yeah, I mean, United closely to some amount. So once that officially happens, I'll do a reaction to that. So it should be fun. Except my channel to be gone after that. So yeah, big up family, man. Obviously, as TJ said, we are doing my United edition. Keep bench sell. Should be a fun one, but yeah. Big up family on. Just subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, or Football on YouTube. But yeah, big up family on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so stuff coming up for TJ Warren TV. We have the American Idiot Show, episode 14. Dal's going to be out this week, so I am going to have hopefully Connor is going to come on and do a little bit of a co-host fill in for us. So we're going to be we don't even know what we're going to be talking about. I might actually publish a poll around what you guys want to talk about. Obviously, I have the best YouTube following. I don't care. I know a lot of you guys came over from League Gunner, but I have the best YouTube following in terms of how many people come in and how many people are consistent. So again, I want to say thank you. Calling out a few people in the chat: Tony, Highbury's Local Badger, Jamino, Anthony, Drew Gunners, Grumpy Grandpa. I can go on and on and on.
Big up.
But yeah, big up everybody. Really, really appreciate it. And without going on too long, look for us on Friday. We will have the American Idiot Show, and keep an eye out for a poll for discussions. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend. Come on, you Gunners, as painful as it is sometimes.